everybody, to another week of F Buddies with Mike and Andy. Mike, Wendt, Andy Ferg. Of course, the F is for food. We are the food show you deserve. Thank you to our sponsors, of course, Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage, Ben Franklin Print Company, Jimbo's Famous Roast Beef Seafood and Pizza, Twisted Fate Brewing, 508 Seal Coating, and the Lazy Dog Sports Bar of Lynn. We will get to all of our sponsors throughout the program. And again, thank you, because I can actually partake in our sponsors' beer this week, too. I got 4 Twisted Fates here waiting for me to start them up, kid.
What do you got, man? What do you got there?
I got 2 of This Could Be the One Triple IPA.
Oh, Jesus.
And I Am the Passenger. It's another IPA.
I am drinking an I Am a Passenger right now.
Yeah, I got two of each. I'm thinking let the triples wrap up the show.
Yeah, the triples can end the show and maybe your career.
Let them wrap up the show instead of drive the show. I feel is the best mode of transportation. Also, brand new shirt. Nice, thank you, sir.
Look at you.
Fucking loving it. Loving it.
If I remembered, you'd have an F Buddy shirt right now, but I just haven't touched those since I put one on.
Has anybody had one yet? Has anybody got one?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
So we got to figure out a way throughout the show to give those away.
I mean, we know who listens and who pays attention, so they're obviously getting them.
Yeah.
The Facebook chat's getting their own. Everyone's getting a shirt there.
Sure.
And then we'll just give them away as we see fit to the people who deserve.
You fucking feel like it.
As we, if you can, send me a dick pic and you get a free T-shirt.
There you go. That's also how you get a mortgage with Gary Drumlow, I believe.
Yes, he's huge into dick pics. That's kind of his thing nowadays. And
the girthier, the better.
He wants to see it and feel it and know about it.
A nice girthy cock for a nice girthy rate. Anyways,
okay?
How you doing,
okay
Andy? I'm good. How you doing?
Yeah.
You look like you're fidgeting a little bit.
I'm just trying to get the iPad worked out so Mandy Bird can say mean things to you in the chat.
Oh, she's a lovely woman.
I'm kind of annoyed, though. I'm not going to lie.
Shocking.
I'm never annoyed. I've had an annoying, I don't know, week, month, year, like the Friends theme.
I mean, it's been a rough week-ish as far as our texting has been going.
Yeah, I was hoping to announce the Coastal Mass North Shore Beefs beer collab tonight. I was hoping to announce we were bringing it back.
Sure.
That doesn't seem like it's going to happen, which is upsetting. I want to do it, but I also want to be treated fairly.
Sure.
And I don't feel like I'm being treated fairly.
Right.
I feel a bit insulted.
You insult them a little bit. You insult them a little bit.
A little bit. Full disclosure, the first 4 runs of the North Shore Beefs beer, I didn't get paid for. And that was the agreement. I want it to happen. They sponsored the show. Part of the base of the payment for the beer was we're paying you for the show and giving you free beer. That's enough.
Continue sponsoring the show. Here's some free beer. There you go.
Yeah, and I didn't love the idea, but I wanted the beer to happen.
Sure.
So I agreed to the idea. And I also love the beer. I want to have the beer exist.
It's a good beer.
Yeah. So they had some issues and they couldn't keep sponsoring, which is fine. We love our former sponsors.
It happens.
They had a legal thing when they got in trouble not in trouble, but
they had to switch
cease
names.
And desist.
Yeah.
They had to change their names, which I'm sure wasn't cheap to rebrand an entire company.
Right.
A small independent brewery that I know doesn't rake in the cash like Sam Adams does.
True.
So I get it. They stopped sponsoring. That's cool. And they said, "Can we still brew the beer?" And I said no, because using my name, that's trademark pending.
Right.
My phrase, North Shore Beefs. I created that name. That didn't exist before 5 years ago. No one ever called it North Shore Beef. They called it roast beef sandwich. Also, a logo that I bought.
Yeah.
From an artist that's on the can. So, I mean, I'm into this. So, no, you cannot use my likeness or...
You've already invested in this. Now it's time to recoup.
Yeah, so if you want to brew if you want to brew the beer, we can come to an agreement. We can come to an understanding, a financial agreement where you pay me, you brew the beer, perfect. And I'm not looking for $50,000. I'm looking just for
$72,000.
Just a fair... a fair number.
Sure.
I'd like. And also I know that if someone goes to the brewery to buy the beer, they're not going to just buy that beer. They're going to buy other beers and stay for beer. And their beer's really good, and they might come back the next weekend for beer. It's a whole thing. It's called marketing and advertising. And I have a degree in this exact thing, a bachelor's degree, a business degree in marketing.
Well, it has a track record as far as this particular beer of one. It's been done 4 times, right? Mm-hmm. All 4 have sold out pretty fucking quick.
Yeah, first one was a day.
Like there was a point last year around the beef fest thing where they were holding back selling them because they wanted to bring some to that, and then they sold out like that as soon as we got there.
And we did that event last year at what's the place in Salem? Village Tavern.
Village Tavern, yeah.
We had a Village Tavern event last year, and they had the beer. They were all excited that we had the beer. They had like 6 pours left.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they tricked her. It's fine. I didn't expect them to have the beer, so it was great that I could get one, but still.
Yeah.
The beer is very popular because it's a good beer.
I remember Patty Kelly's had it for like a day and a half.
Yeah, so for example,
the shit just disappears.
If you look at other beers from like local idiots like me, like the Beer Man guy has a beer.
Yeah, he does.
It's hot trash.
I've never
it's
had
not
it.
His fault. It's not his fault. He's not a beer guy, and he went to a bad brewery. They brewed him a bad Pilsner. It sucks. I've had it. It's terrible.
Well, what are the odds? Because I know what you put into this, meaning like the idea, the recipe, et cetera, the flavors that you wanted. What are the odds Phil just licensed out his face and name?
100%.
Make a beer.
He said, "Brew me a beer, be a man."
Yeah. That's fucking.
I wouldn't mind like a Pilsner, like a Miller Lite. Okay, Phil, go sit in the corner and jerk off.
Matthew in the chat here. Instagram is on my phone. I can't do anything about the sound there. So as long as it sounds good over here, it's going to sound good on the podcast. Moving on.
Yeah. The Instagram sound suck.
I don't know. He says it sounds terrible on Instagram. It's my phone's audio.
Hello. I don't know. Fuck off.
I can't do mine. He said mine.
Oh, you're
my side of it. Nothing I can do with that. Yeah.
Go to Facebook. You can watch it on Facebook.
Go to Facebook. Apparently, it sounds great. Looks better. You can see our lovely sponsors there.
Yeah, Facebook's a way better feed. Instagram's just a way to me to advertise and tell people that we have 80,000 followers.
One more way to hooey yourself out.
Yeah, that's right. So anyways, I want the beer to happen. I'd like it if we could come to an agreement.
It's not completely it's not nailing the coffin dead. There's still conversation that could happen. This isn't like you're lighting the match at the edge of the bridge here.
Yeah, no, we could salvage this in 5 seconds.
Okay, all right.
It's easily fixed. It's be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Just be fair. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining.
Be fair. Fuck you. Pay me.
I think there's a misconception of me, and I did it to myself. This is my fault. I'll take the L on this one.
All right.
That I'm just some big Neanderthal beer chugging idiot, and that's mostly true.
That's kind of your gimmick, sir.
Exactly, that's mostly true. 100%. I
personality you built.
I put myself in that corner, and I hate I don't want to flash my fucking diploma. I'm fucking smart. I feel like I'm fucking Fredo and Godfather.
I'm smart, not like people say.
People think I backed into this idea of North Shore beefs, and kind of.
I mean,
it wasn't like I had this plan to build this empire, but once I saw the potential.
Once the train was rolling, you knew how to keep it on the tracks, is what you're saying.
Yes,
you didn't expect it to take off, but it did.
No, it was a joke. But hey, what the fuck? This joke started making me money, and it's fun. Let's go.
Right. Let's fucking go.
We're planning a fucking party. We got awesome T-shirts. We got a fucking bus to party in 2 weeks. We got friendships. It's a great thing.
How's the bus thing going? I know last week you had some tickets.
This is 3 tickets left.
3 tickets.
3 tickets. Go to the fucking link in bio and buy a fucking ticket. Come hang out with me and Dan Bob and Fitzy and fucking Mark Chabak and whoever the fuck else is coming. Leslie, fucking Nastasha. We got a crew.
I was gonna say a lot of dudes. It's gonna be a sweaty bus of dudes.
There's gonna be some breast assists maybe. We're gonna strip her probably.
There you go. Save those 3 tickets.
Part of the tour, the beef and beer bus tour, is going to coastal Mass.
Sure.
Yeah, why wouldn't it? Because it's a great brewery. Why wouldn't I want to support them?
Right.
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
I did notice during the week you said we're starting at Twisted Fate. Where we go from there, I don't fucking know anymore.
Oh, Twisted Fate, then Jamie's. Old Planters in Beverly, when I brought it up to them, was very excited. So I feel like I have no choice but to go there.
No, that's the one that's foreign to me. Is that a brewery or a beef place?
It's a brewery.
Okay, I honestly have never heard of them.
Yeah, no, they're down the street from Coastal. They're a good brewery.
Part of that Beverly beer thing.
Yeah, the Beverly Beer Mile, them and Gentilly and Coastal and.
Gotcha.
Poor Matt Smith's shed that can't be, you can't brew beer. You can't go to his shed and buy beer, so he just has to watch people go to Beverly and drink his beer. Poor shed beers.
Is that like yard meat? Shed beers?
Yeah, shed beers and yard meat, they go hand in hand.
Hand in hand.
We should have named tonight's episode Shed Beers, just to dedicate to Matt Smith and his fucking shed brewery.
I mean, we can do it next week.
Yeah, next week, Shed Beers.
Shed Beers.
Fucking make this thing.
Speaking of yard meat and you doing your bathroom tour, do we want to just discuss your response that you got from the bathrooms?
Yeah, I'd like to talk about that.
The bathrooms responded.
I'm going to. I'm going to. Should I say the name?
Fuck yeah, the Hawthorne Hotel.
Okay. Yes. All right. So one of our stops, because during the stops with Matt, we wanted to go to a nice bathroom.
Yeah.
The bathroom tour we did, to remind people, I did a bathroom tour with Matt from WBZ. We drove around in my truck and interviewed me, and we stopped at various bathrooms in Salem.
Yes, you did.
Good ones, bad ones, whatever. It's great.
Real sketchy ones.
Yeah, real
crayon signs of ladies and men.
The glass pipe that was not shown and that I saw that he didn't show in the video was my favorite. Someone was smoking crack in the Salem theater bathroom toilet.
Oh, see, I was expecting that sketchy fucking Willows toilet.
No one smokes crack at the Willows anymore. They go to the mall now. That's the crack smoke. I mean, what else do you smoke out of a crack?
What else do you go to the mall for, I guess?
Like, I'm not a big heavy drug user, as you know, but glass pipe, I think, is for crack, right?
Yeah, at this point, I believe
crystal meth, maybe?
Yeah.
You smoke meth?
I don't know. I've never smoked crack or meth.
I'm talking like just a straight up glass straw.
I know Tuco on Breaking Bad would bust it up and snort that shit, so I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I know people use glass bowls to smoke weed. This is a straight up glass straw.
Facebook expert Jenna is saying that's meth. Thank you, Jenna.
Oh, all right, Jenna. Yeah, Jenna's from New Hampshire. This all checks out.
There you go.
Yeah, she is from Cow Hampshire. The meth is plentiful and the women are cross-eyed. Except for you, Jenna, of course. Except for you. Your eyes are tremendous. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, the Hawthorne Hotel didn't appreciate me and Matt Shearer going to visit their private bathroom. They don't want us promoting the fact they have a public bathroom.
Which was kind of the point.
Yes, that we literally, Mike, had Matt hide his equipment.
That was kind of the point, and they missed the joke and doubled down.
Again, the best thing to do is not say a fucking word.
Yeah, let it die.
It dies. Everything dies so fast nowadays. Like I forgot half this shit yesterday.
24-hour news cycle, pal.
Although the Hawthorne Hotel appreciates mentions on social media, your recent reel is exactly what we tried to avoid.
So what you're doing is you're actually reading the response that was sent to you right now.
This is the private message that was sent to the North Shore Beef's Instagram page.
Interesting.
From the Hawthorne Hotel Instagram page.
Interesting.
Our staff works tirelessly to keep our restrooms clean for guests and discourages use by the general public. Mm-hmm. It's great that you like our hotel restroom. Why?
That's a weird place for quotes, by the way, because it is a restroom in a hotel. Meant for hotel guests. It's literally.
Should have said public restroom in quotes. That would have
made more fucking sense. Yeah.
But this kind of publicity is detrimental to our guests and staff. Destination Salem offers public bathrooms, brand new, just a block from the hotel.
Nice.
Artist Row has also added restrooms for public use. Grosser than gross.
Was that the one with the crack pipe?
No, we didn't go there. We were scared.
Okay. We
do hope that not naming us will help, but prefer to not be included as the best place when a restroom is needed. I didn't name them.
Here's the thing. That last sentence kind of confused me when I read it. Read that back again.
All right.
Just the last sentence there about naming them.
We hope that not naming us will help, but prefer not to be included as the best place when a restroom is needed. Because I didn't name them. I never said where we were.
So they're acknowledging they're acknowledging that you didn't name them.
They're saying that they're basically thanking me for not telling people exactly where we were.
Yeah.
But
what the fuck is the point of this? Because that's
reached out.
That's what confused me. Because this whole thing was about leaving us out of it, but you did.
I did. I did not name you. We never said where we were. If If you can watch that video and know what bathroom we're in, you don't need the video.
I filmed a whole feature on the Hawthorne Hotel. I couldn't have told you what the bathroom looked like.
Like no one knows what bathroom we're in unless you know. And if you know, then you go there and shit if you want. Like there's no need to talk to me like I'm a fucking child.
Right. So there was a few things that jumped out at me. One was that last sentence because you didn't mention them. So it feels like they would have had to been alerted to this by some way, shape, or form. Because there was no tags, there would be no algorithm for them to just get it on their feed. Also, this was posted and created by Matt, WBZ reporter.
Yes, Matt from WBZ.
And they reached out to the guest / interviewee of the spot, but not even reached out to Andy Ferg where the video was shared, but actually reached out to the North Shore Beef's page.
Yes, I'm gonna recreate the conversation for you. Ready?
I'm gonna sit here and say there's a little bit of shenanigans happening behind the scenes on this one.
Someone, potentially looks like Bobby Hill or a thumb. Someone reached out to the Hawthorne Hotel and said, "Hey, the North Shore Beefs guy is telling everyone that your bathroom's the best in Salem. Do you know about this?
Here's a link."
And they didn't. And he reached out. He or she. I don't check vaginas or underwear. Could be anything down there. In any. He or she told them because they reached out to the North Shore Beef's Instagram where it was not posted.
Right.
They just messaged
as opposed to the person that created the content.
So not Matt Shearer from WBZ News, the reporter
who did the story.
Yeah. Not North Shore Ferg on Instagram, who took his TikTok and reshared it.
Right.
No, the roast beef page that had nothing to do with it. I know it's me every direction, but still, North Shore Beef wasn't involved.
Yes, first of all, North Shore Beef was involved in the sharing or posting of the video. But whether you were your involvement, this is the wrong direction. Like if they don't want to be a part of this, they don't want to be mentioned. They want to make sure they're not mentioned. Why the fuck would you go to the guest who has no control over where it's put out?
Who I'm just begging for controversy.
Why wouldn't you go to the fucking news guy? Go to WBZ and say, hey, look, we don't want to be a part of this.
And also, the guest who's a fucking lunatic who wants this.
Right.
He was so happy.
He's a guy who is parading around Salem in public restrooms happily.
Yes, I'm a problem. And I wanted the video to exist, and I didn't even imagine in my wildest dreams that one of the places would reach out and tell me not to do that.
It's a funny fucking video, by the way.
Of course, it was
Matt did a fantastic job of making you look not awkward at all.
Yes, well, I'm okay. So, look, I told you the camera I'm good with. Yeah. It's the, for example, this morning, sidebar, someone asked me for a ride.
Okay.
A stranger at 7-Eleven. I was walking in. He was sitting 20 feet away. I was walking to go buy a gallon of water.
Yeah.
Because I hydrate like an adult. Mm-hmm. And he made eye contact with me and locked in. I'm like, what's up, bud? Not like, what's up? Like tough guy, like, what's up? Like, good morning type, normal stuff. And he goes, if I give you money, will you drive me somewhere? And I said, no, that didn't know. He didn't. It's 2023. Don't ask that question.
How much are we talking, pal?
And I go, what? He goes, if I give you money. Is hand
stuff involved?
He was too fat. I don't need that aggravation. Will you drive me somewhere?
Awesome. Nice, soft, fat hands.
Yeah. And I'm not the type of guy who like, fuck you, pay me when it comes to rides. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, buddy, I work next door. I'm on foot. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not, even though I was leaving soon, but fuck you. Are you going to ride in the front with Harambe and jerk him off the whole way? You want that aggravation of that fucking big oaf trying to touch you?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So, anyways, these idiots never. Here's a lesson to those folks who may not like something I do. Mm-hmm. Tell your friends. Tell somebody else. Don't tell me. Just let me be. Because I will move on very quickly. I have a very short attention span.
Well, here's the thing, and we mentioned it. The best method to make something that anybody does in this day and age on social media, but especially Andy, ignore it. If you want it to go away, fucking ignore it. Pretend it didn't happen. Do not bring it to light. Do not. Are we good with this one? Because case in point, Toucher and Rich did a roast beef fucking list.
Yeah, but what those fucking twats. I don't know who Nick is from that show. I listened to that show, but Nick Gemelli, is that his name?
Yeah.
Just Smelly?
Oh, good one.
He's never heard that before, I bet.
Fucking nailed that one, sir. So we're starting this one up here.
Okay, what are you, I Am a Passenger?
I Am a Passenger.
Yeah, it's a good one. I'm still on the first one because I chugged a triple prior to the show. Mm-hmm. So I'm trying to not get killed here. Yeah. So yeah, they did the Toucher and Rich definitive list of best roast beef sandwiches around.
Look, I don't know Nick. I want to say I've heard his name before, but my guess is he's either a associate producer or fucking an intern or just a web guy that they have to put content out. But it's come on, like what was done was a copy and paste fucking list, first of all. Then you're going to go so far as to throw definitive on there. Now, you have to understand that not everybody that talks about roast beef is going to come to you for advice. Case in point, they have Bird and Joe Murray. Two guys who are also roast beef fucking fans. By the way, congratulations to Joe Murray getting the night show.
I was gonna say, yeah, fucking big time. I texted him yesterday. I said, let's go, Jamie's.
Fucking fantastic. Congratulations to Joe. Nobody deserves it more. But they got people that literally work with the show that could help him out and be like, guy, first of all, take definitive off there. And if you're going to put definitive, don't fucking put Kelly's and those other. Go through the list. Because Kelly, right. I saw the first two. What are the first two?
This is the list. First number one list on the definitive Toucher and Rich roast beef list.
Yeah.
Bill and Bob's.
Bill and Bob's and Kelly's was number 2, right?
2. Yep.
That is exactly where I stopped reading.
Okay. Third.
Yeah.
Nick's Famous in Beverly.
Which one?
Nick's Famous. The OG Nick's, the fucking 1A1 that's been around forever, that got in trouble for tax evasion a few years ago.
Okay.
Nick's Famous roast beef. Mm-hmm. Actually, what I'll give them, Nick's is probably the most famous roast beef shop in the world.
Why?
Because back in the day, no one was better.
Because the secret ingredient is crime.
Yes. There was no one better than Nick's in the 90s. They were the best.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, some common sense came to the party.
Sure.
And they picked an actual spot that's good right now. Jamie's.
No arguments there.
And I assume Joe Murray was the reason that made the list because that's Joe's favorite place.
Okay.
And I love Joe. Call Joe an expert is comical.
Yeah.
The last time he had a beef, Mr. Beef, Joe Murray,
mm-hmm.
was over a year ago while on the air when Matt still owned Jamie's.
Oh.
And hand delivered it to him at the shop, at the radio station in the morning on like a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I know he loves them, but he's trying to lose weight, but come on.
Sure.
If your last beef was over a year ago, I know everyone calls him the beef guy, but come on.
For them.
Yes, and number 5 was Billy's. Now this list minus Jamie's in 1997. Knock your fucking socks off. What a list.
You don't have to go. A few of them. Billy's, I would have said about 5 years ago, but yeah.
Billy. Yeah, one of the owners died. That's rough. That's rough on them. And also, they can still get. The problem with Billy's is they're not as busy as they once were, so shit sits.
Yeah.
When it's fresh, it's still great.
Sure. So that's the definitive list right there.
Definitive. I don't know. Again, fucking what and I went at him hard because.
As you do.
What are you doing? And then we didn't talk about this before the show, but another Instagram page.
Uh-huh.
This fucking blood fart of a fucking influencer, the Prosciutto Poppy. This fucking Herb who walks around. He does videos at New Deal every day, pretty much.
Okay.
My theory is because New Deal does not need attention from influencers. They would never pay. I know Yano would never pay to have people come to his place, but these people are using the New Deal to give them clout.
Okay.
So other places will hire them. So they're doing New Deal ads for free.
New Deal is the one that does those Boston reels that I've sent you a couple times. Isn't that them?
Yeah, but these guys are the ones doing the reels.
Oh, really?
That's the people. They're just resharing their TikToks.
Oh.
The little one, not the giant fat one, Tommy.
Because they're fucking funny.
Yeah, no, they're not funny.
Yeah.
So Tommy's the big fat one. huge fat.
Were you in Walpole? I didn't murder anybody. I'm not a murderer.
Yes. Yeah. So that the other one, the little one that works the deli counter in the videos is the prosciutto Papi.
Mm-hmm. Prosciutto Papi.
That's his Instagram handle.
All right.
He went to Kelly's with some other fucking cuck influencer to give him his first fucking roast beef experience. Gabagool.
Great. Another one.
Yep.
Another one.
At least this one has followers, though. He's actually popular, unlike other people.
Yeah.
Their fucking pinky rings and their points. So I went at him a little crooked. If you know me, I'm not dumb. I call him out for being paid for it. At the end, I go, but if you want to do a real review,
call your boy.
Here's your boy.
Call your boy.
My man.
My man. I see you have thousands.
Yes, you have 78,000 followers. I'd like a few of them. Man. I will take you to. Man. We'll go to Bella's, my man. We'll get a beef. I'll buy you some Bella's beef for the clout.
There was
Toucher and Rich needs to fucking just get the fuck off my dick.
Seriously, or at least ask you.
That's when I did the bathroom review video. I tagged them.
Yeah,
and I said, I'm sure they'll steal this idea too.
Oh, that I did see. Yeah.
Yeah, because fuck you, pay me.
Right.
Also, fuck you, call me.
Right.
Fuck you, ask me. Jeez, I'll give you a fucking list. It ain't that.
That's not hard.
I can name 2 roast beef shops in North Andover that are better than any 5 on that list.
Bella's.
And Londy's.
Yeah.
I mean, Jamie's is good, but Bella's and Londy's are better.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we doing here? Zeno's? Here's the irony. The niece of the owners of Zeno's, Nick's and Billy's, owns Zeno's, and she slings better beef than both of them.
Hilarious.
How about hit the niece up?
They have to know it exists.
Do you know who Zeno's younger brothers are? Nick and Billy.
Jesus Christ.
His name is Zeno. That's her dad. He's the fucking oldest son.
It's such a fucking incestuous business.
It's gross, but it's great. I love it. They're awesome.
Oh, shit. Speaking of incestuous business, thank you to Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage at Buy and Refi on Instagram. buyandrefywithgary.com is the website where you can get your quotes. You can talk to Gary. You can slide into those DMs with your big, thick, girthy cocks. And he can give you what you need to put you in a new home. Rates and percentages and all the variables that I don't do math. So
there's so much going on right now. Inflation.
Oh, my God.
We're inflating tires all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on.
Bacon is out of control. Have you seen bacon at the market? It's fucking expensive as shit now.
I was at the cabaret the other day. It cost me $2 to see some bacon.
Son of a bitch.
$2 to see bacon.
I put $1 on the stage and she said, nah. One more, pal.
She blew it back at me.
She fired that shit right back.
Now blow it back to me.
We're giving out fucking change in 20s with $2 bills now. They're coming back in style.
Yeah, pennies are gone. No more pennies.
There is a strip club that gives out $2 bills. Fuck.
In Canada, they don't take tips.
They do, but you got to fire the fucking loony off her fucking tits.
Yeah, they don't. I leave fucking coins everywhere. They don't even want them.
No, that's actually true. They don't take tips up there, which also makes sense because if they did take tips, you would be firing loonies off their fucking head.
Yes,
they would have welts all over them. But yeah,
is it a loony?
It's a loony and a toonie. It's a $1 or a $2 coin, and yeah, they are not small. They're like thicker than a quarter, about the same size. I
remember this. This stupid.
Yeah, they're really stupid. But Gary Girolamo is not. So if you got mortgage questions, you want to get a quote, go to buyandrefywithgary.com or hit him up on Instagram at buyandrefi. Gary Girolamo Group of Cross Country Mortgage. Ben Franklin Print Company, who printed both the shirts you and I are wearing tonight. Mm-hmm. Ben Franklin Print Company, 177 North Main Street in Middleton. The Instagram is at benfranklin_printco. And, of course, the website is benfranklinprintco.com, where you can also get yourself a free quote on what you need Ben to print. I say Ben like it's not Joe. If you mention F Buddies, you get 10% off your next order. And if you're a business looking to not only get stuff like T-shirts, but also sell them, Joe will take care of your e-commerce website as well as he did for the Anchor Pub around St. Patty's Day. BenFranklinPrintco.com.
I'll tell you how great Joe is.
Sure.
I was hit up by another company that makes shirts, but not the same shirts we have. Different shirts.
Okay.
They do this thing called ink sublimation, where they can put the same logo multiple times across like a Hawaiian shirt or a golf shirt. Like you'll see these shirts, they'll put your dog's face in your shirt for you.
Sure.
Okay, this kind of shirt. Joe doesn't do that. This guy hit me up. I'm like, listen, I am very loyal to Joe. I'm not going to go around him, but if it's something he doesn't do, I will make sure he's cool with me using someone else, blah, blah, blah. Hit up Joe. He's like, get ready to wait 6 or 8 weeks. I'm like, no, this guy claims he does it right, like he can do it himself. Yeah, I felt a little tone, but not much. Again, he wants me to buy from him, but he can't. He doesn't do this.
Yeah.
I go, no, this guy makes them himself. He is actually the manufacturer of these shirts. He has a machine. What's Joe do? He reaches out to the guy, and now Joe is now buying from him. He's offering, like, Joe's no dummy. He's not like, he doesn't get butthurt like, no. Now he's going to offer this to people.
Oh, very cool.
These cool ink sublimation shirts. So this guy's doing golf shirts. I haven't announced it yet. I'm waiting until after Father's Day because 2 reasons. One, I want to sell the shirts I have in stock.
Yep.
But also, people are really fucking stupid. And if I offer something before Father's Day, they will think it'll be ready for Father's Day, no matter how many times or how clear I write not ready before Father's Day.
Right.
I'll get messages on Saturday. My shirt didn't come yet.
So
the shirt hasn't been printed yet.
Explain what the ink sublimation is again. I kind of bailed.
I don't know. It's not screen printing. It basically they bleed ink into the fabric, so you don't feel it. It becomes part of the shirt.
Oh, interesting.
And they basically put whatever they're going to put on the shirt. They print it on paper and burn it into the shirt. Is how I gather.
Interesting.
So the shirt doesn't feel screen printed, and you can put the same logo multiple times. So
like feeling this, you can feel the logo, but it would actually feel like the shirt part.
You would not know you were have a shirt like that, and they do this in a way that they can. So he gave me a sample to wear at golf last week, and it was a picture of a man with a golf club chugging a beer in one part and a flamingo in another part, over and over and over again. The whole shirt was covered in these little logos, and you didn't know you had logos on.
Okay. So it creates like a pattern, but if you look close enough, it's actually a thing.
Yeah, and it's gonna be this guy.
Yeah.
This guy in my shirt now, all over a golf shirt with golf clubs next to him in various degrees of swing.
Oh, very cool.
I'm gonna drop it after Father's Day.
After Father's Day.
People are fucking morons.
So calm the fuck down.
Yeah, we're not gonna. You can have it fucking for Labor Day. Yeah. Not Father's Day.
You still have to buy your fucking dad something, I guess.
Buy him one of the shirts we're wearing. These are for sale and available.
Absolutely.
Both of these are the newest designs. They're available, ready to go right now.
What else we got?
I want to do Arnold Schwarzenegger right in the ass.
I know you do.
He's so sexy. Arnold is Arnold, did you? We both watched. I didn't finish. I've watched 2 episodes.
Okay.
I didn't get to the last one about him being governor because I will watch it, but I don't really care.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm proud of him for becoming a governor because that's pretty fucking impressive.
The last one goes
trajectory.
more like there's definitely a lot of the governor stuff. It also becomes more about like his divorce and fathering extra kids and all that. It's one of the it gets more personal on the back end of his life type of thing. But there's also like him reflecting back on his life and what he's accomplished.
Oh, I will. Well, I'm going to watch it. I just wasn't in a huge rush to watch that one. I hurried to get the first 2 done. What's funny, though, is we'll talk about this in a minute. Yeah. I did my Sly versus Arnold question on Facebook last night.
Right.
And one person who I know really well wrote, "Fuck Arnold." And I said, "Don't make this personal."
Word?
Because I know this person. And she said, "How do you know it's personal?" I said, "Well, let me explain to you who you are, who Arnold is, and tell you why I think it's personal." Arnold cheated on his wife with his fucking cleaning lady and then divorced her. His wife's a Kennedy.
Yep.
You're a liberal, a bleeding heart liberal feminist. So a cheating man who cheats on a Kennedy might be in your doghouse. She said, "You're a lot smarter than you look." I said, "I know. Tell that to everybody else."
That's kind of the point of this whole episode.
Yes, I am smarter than I look, for fuck's sake. So anyways, we watched the Arnold documentary.
Yes.
And
on Netflix, aptly titled Arnold.
Have you seen that man in short shorts from the 70s?
Yeah.
What an ass.
Yeah. No.
That's a quarter off that thing.
Here's a surprise. Arnold was in shape.
This week on F Buddies, we reveal Arnold Schwarzenegger in shape.
He occasionally hit a gym or two.
It's such a great. I mean, I don't want to like ruin it for people, but what a fucking story he is. I mean, I know it's mostly known, but not all of it.
No, and I want to say it comes up in the third episode that you haven't seen, but there is a point. I want to say it must be towards the end where, because the whole time I'm watching it, and when you see his life and career in like a 3-hour clip, you do get those thoughts of like, God damn, like he's an American fucking success story. Like he's the American dream in living form. But there's a point in the third episode where he goes, yes, I'm a success, but I never want anyone to call me a self-made man because it took a lot of people helping me to get here. And
he's humble that way.
He repeated it like a few times. He goes, successful, absolutely, but self-made man, don't call me that.
Well, Jim Weider gave him. Jim Weider's the fucking man.
Basically all the fucking bodybuilding guys that came before, like that set him up for that success. There was the Reg Park, who was
Reg Park.
It was Hercules, right? Yeah. Him and Jim Weider basically is his savior.
I mean, well, I think Arnold just saw how successful Jim was.
Yep.
And instead of like being jealous, he's like, how do I also do that? And then, I know you're selling fitness products. Can we put my name on these things too? And Weider's no dummy.
Yep. And
unlike some people,
it wasn't even it wasn't even that part of it. But when they started talking about the real estate, because I'm sitting there and I'm like,
that part,
I'm doing my own little calculations, and I'm like, he's turning down, like he's not, like he even said, I'm not taking the character roles. I don't want to be a character actor. I'm turning down this. I'm turning down that. And I'm like, all right, I know he got some prize money for those bodybuilding contests, but how much fucking money? And then it's like, oh, he was a real estate guy waiting to become a movie star.
He was a millionaire.
A millionaire.
In the 70s.
Before doing a fucking movie.
Before Conan came out.
Like that shit blew my mind. That blew my fucking mind.
That was my favorite part, except for his O.J. Simpson thing.
Fucking line of the documentary.
I would put that number 2, but you do this one. I'll do my favorite one.
It was when they were casting for the Terminator, there were 2 people that they were looking at. One was Arnold and one was O.J. Simpson. And now this is Arnold, present day, 2023, retelling this story. And he said that the studio said we couldn't cast O.J. because nobody would believe O.J. Simpson to be a murdering machine or killing machine or something like that.
The killing machine, the dramatic pause.
The dramatic pause, and then because I'm a big fan of Pumping Iron, the documentary, and he did this sarcastic little thing so many times to guys in the gym where he just kind of pauses, stares, and just goes, yeah. And I'm like, fuck, he's still got it.
He's a prick. He's a fucking prick.
He is a world-class Hall of Fame prick in the best way possible.
My favorite part and my favorite line of that whole documentary so far, yes, Mandy Berger's feeling frisky. Arnold gets invited to be part of a tennis thing for the Kennedys.
Uh-huh.
And it's the first time meeting Maria Shriver, and he's with Eunice Kennedy and all these people. He's like a fish out of water, but he's trying to blend in. They invite him back to the party. It's basically the movie Wedding Crashers.
It really is.
Yeah, they based this on the story. They had to have.
Yeah,
he doesn't have clothes. He's wearing other people's clothes.
I mean, the Walken family was based on fucking the Kennedys anyway.
Yeah, no, I didn't know this happened, and I find out they based Wedding Crashers on Arnold Schwarzenegger. But anyways,
100%.
He's talking to Eunice Kennedy, and Eunice is telling Arnold that her daughter Maria Shriver, right, is a fan
of him.
Yeah, of him. Oh, she likes you. Like, I don't even know if it was like sexual, just like she really likes you. Thinks you're funny. Thinks you're whatever. And Arnold, instead of saying thank you, tells her mother, "Well, she has a really nice ass."
I think your daughter has a really nice ass.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Who says that? And he ended up marrying her. It worked.
Like, I mean, there's that classic clip and your tease fucking post. I even dropped the gif in there of it where he's sitting there and he's talking about smoking cigars and he's like, it's because I'm ballsy. I don't take no shit. And I'm like, yeah, right. He's not completely bullshitting. Even though at a certain point he does explain that he does a lot of bullshitting, but it's like,
what's the word? Schmay?
Schmay is basically Austrian for bullshit. Yeah. And there is a lot of that, and that's just selling your brand. I mean,
this is going to sound weird.
Go on.
But I'm watching this.
Yep.
I'm seeing parallels. Very obviously very weird and different, but like, I'm like this fucking dollar store Arnold trying to do the same shit. It's not working.
Well, there's always those moments, and it's like it was like during, it had to be during COVID when the Chappelle Show was being farmed out by Comedy Central to all these different things and blah 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 blah, and Dave Chappelle was basically making these long posts about how he's not getting any money for it because of a bad contract and a bad deal he made when he was younger, but it's like he would have made the same deal, blah 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 blah, and how Netflix did the right thing and took it down until they paid Dave the right amount. And I'm sitting there just losing my fucking TV show, and I'm like, well, it's night and day as far as the success levels, but when you break it down to the core, it's the same story. And
exactly. The success level is very different.
Same thing with you. It's like, it doesn't matter that he's made hundreds of millions of billions of fucking dollars in the box office and blah blah blah. He's a guy who's building his brand, and the brand is him.
Yep.
That's what you're doing.
And other people are making lots of money off of
trying to
brand.
At the very least, yeah.
Oh no, there's a reason beef stores cost $1.5 million right now.
Yeah.
That's what a beef shop costs. You don't buy the building.
Yeah.
You don't get the building, Mike. $1.5 million. That's what a Londi's costs today.
It's not
or
bad.
A Rizzo's.
It's not bad. But
that's why Ted sells them.
That's why it's time for the fuck you pay me tour.
That's right. So documentary is a hard recommend.
Oh, definitely. And again, it's 3 hours. It's 3 episodes, burn right through. It's nice how they paced it out with the beginning of his life, the movie star thing, and then the end of life, not end of life, but the back end and the
don't you dare.
No.
Do you know I'm watching this though, and I'm thinking, like, if he was born here in this country,
president,
he would be. There is not a question in my mind.
100%.
Arnold Schwarzenegger would be our president at some point. He was on the trajectory. Literally, he was married to a Kennedy and the governor of California. You can't be more about to be president than that. And he's a Republican. He gets both sides.
The funny part about that is, and I never knew his whole political story, especially the reasoning behind it. And when he's explaining that he's like, I was bored doing movies. You go to a movie set, you do the same thing. I've done a bunch of movies. I've conquered that mountain. I'm fucking bored. I think I'm going to go into politics. And he wins.
Yeah. California, too. Not like Jesse won Minnesota. Who cares? Hey, at one point, 2 of the Predator stars were governors at the same time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Tell me you're fucking picking Rocky in the next conversation. Yeah. I never saw fucking Apollo Creed and Rocky be governors at once.
I think Apollo could do it.
Yeah. No, Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers, I want to say he's a Florida guy.
They never liked him.
Oh, I mean, well,
he is black.
He is black.
And there's one.
But I want to say he played football down here.
Yeah, he did. No, he's at Miami, I believe.
Okay, because I always get confused which team they played for, because I know he played for one and Burt must have been Florida State. Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds. Yes.
Florida State. Yeah.
Yes. But I think Kyle Weathers was actually good.
Burt was just
Burt banged every cheerleader.
Well,
Burt fucked every single cheerleader.
Being good is relative in this conversation, sir.
That's true. Burt was having 4 cheerleaders at a time. Kyle Weathers was lifting.
There you go.
If you look at Burt Reynolds' physique versus Kyle Weathers, things were a little different.
100%. I did like when they were talking about and when Stallone popped in on the documentary to talk about the rivalry between the two. It was like they started pointing out, oh, well, he did this, and I'm going to do this, and he did this, and I'm going to do this. And it's like, all of a sudden, it's like, holy shit. It's one of those things that you probably think of, but not all the time. It's like, oh, he took Apollo and put him in Predator.
That's right.
He straight and gave him bigger biceps than Rocky.
Yep. It is really funny to look back at all the stuff they did to each other.
Yeah. And we honestly, the movie fans of the 80s reaped all the fucking benefits.
Oh yeah.
Because they couldn't blow up more shit for us on the screen.
Well, it was Stallone was trying to be an actor because in the documentary he said, I can't be Schwarzenegger because he's a fucking Mr. Olympia.
Right.
Like, what was the joke that he never gets hurt? Like you'd fight a dragon, come out with a Band-Aid, and they show a clip from Commando of a grenade landing on Arnold, him jumping out of the way 3 feet away. I'm like, yeah, he's right. Arnold never ever got hurt.
Right. Why would you?
But Rocky, Stallone always got hurt.
Well, it was also
man.
that thing because Stallone was a lot smaller than Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean,
if you watch them, you couldn't tell though because Stallone would hire midgets.
Of course he did. That's Tom Cruise thing too.
Yeah, he'd heighten.
In every movie, Tom Cruise is like 6'5". He's 5'2".
You're heightening.
Heightening. So where are we going with this?
All right, we have a couple places.
Yeah, we do.
Now, I posted yesterday that I gave people a question.
Mm-hmm.
And the question was, if you had to eliminate the entire filmography of one of these two actors,
right?
Not that you would see it, you can't see it again. You will never get to ever see it. You can go back in time, never see one of their movies.
Mm-hmm.
Either Stallone or Schwarzenegger.
Okay. Now,
which actor? Now, ask your question.
Because I jumped right in, but you answered this same question in the same comments 2 different ways.
Yeah, I don't care.
Because someone said escape plan. I was clearly referencing the Expendables.
Yep.
Do we keep them or do we lose them? It has to be one way or the other.
I think we lose them because the person doesn't exist. I think
okay.
The actor doesn't exist. Like their move, you can't say, "Oh, Stallone just didn't do movies." No, he didn't. He doesn't. There's no Sly Stallone.
Right.
So he can't. He couldn't have made the Expendables because he doesn't exist.
Okay. All right. So same thing. If it's eliminating Schwarzenegger, Expendables still don't exist. He's in those movies.
Exactly. He's in both of them too, right?
Yep. All 3 of them actually.
Very brief cameo in the first one. My wife did not believe me. I had to show her.
He was governor when they filmed that.
I go, he's in the movie for 4 seconds. He walks by Stallone at the end. He's not in the credits. He's uncredited.
He's uncredited. Yeah. Well, that was a whole thing, and I'm not going to get all nerdy on it, but you can Google the fucking story if you give a shit. But he was governor during that, and it was like it had to be a specific day, and it had to be shot at like 3:00 in the morning, and like had to be like right down the street from whatever his fucking office was, and blah 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 blah. And it was a whole like scheduling nightmare. And it was similar to when they tried to reboot Terminator with Terminator Salvation with Christian Bale. And he was also governor at that point. And they used a body double and CGI'd his face afterwards. So he basically went into a studio one night, did a bunch of facial expressions, and they just copy and pasted over there.
That's got to suck being him because I remember he was.
It's got to suck being Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No. Hercules in New York, they dubbed his voice.
Yep.
40 years later, he's the governor. He can't be in movies. He got to fucking use his face over someone else's body.
Yeah.
I mean, it not suck, but just funny, like the irony of 40-year span of his career, and he still can't be himself.
Right.
Because he's fucking governor now.
Well,
all right, so
that was a life choice.
The question I have for you, and I will answer as well.
Sure.
If you had to eliminate the career of one actor, meaning you could never have seen their movies, you lose every Rocky, you lose Predator, you lose Commando, you lose the Terminators. Which actor's career is more important to you?
It's really fucking hard.
Now, of course, this is the hardest question that's ever been asked.
It is, and that's what we do here. We ask those tough questions.
I sent my buddy Timmy this question, and he wrote back, "This is the hardest question you've ever asked me.
I fucking hate you.
Rocky's my favorite character of all time, but he chose to keep Arnold for Predator, pretty much."
Yeah. And I think that's where I have to go. Basically the same thing. It's like Rocky's fucking, it's a strong argument, but I think just looking right now over Schwarzenegger's movies, I think I enjoy more Schwarzenegger movies than I do Stallone movies. Like, I love Rocky. I would hate to fucking lose Rocky, but I've enjoyed more diverse movies with Schwarzenegger.
All right, so I'm gonna tell you my pick.
Yeah,
and I hate to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I have to kill Arnold.
And go on.
Rocky is my favorite character that's ever existed. I cannot trade the Rocky franchise for Predator. And that's where I'm putting this. Terminator is a great movie. If it's on TV, I'm not watching it. I don't, unless I'm in the mood or something. I haven't watched Terminator in fucking 15 years. I know it's good. I don't have a problem. It's not rewatchable to me.
Right.
Predator, I watch Saturday. I watch Predator at least once a month.
Oh, yeah.
Like, literally, I bought it on Amazon, so it's easy to get to. I have the DVD as well. I own Predator in every way possible.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched it Saturday night because it was Saturday night, late night. I was fucking hammered.
Yep.
And I said to my wife, I said, I don't really care what we watch. Let's watch something. And the choice was Jaws, Predator, or The Rundown, because The Rundown's sneaky great to me at night.
With The Rock, right?
Yeah, I love it. I love that movie. It makes me happy. Yeah. It's a joyful movie. And we just watched Jaws last weekend.
And Rosario Dawson looks fantastic in that.
She's so hot.
So fucking hot.
So I think if you were to ask me if I had to eliminate all movies and keep one movie, I might say Predator. It's getting hard. But if we lose Rocky, Mike.
I know.
How will we know who loves the zoo? We will never know who loves the zoo if we lose Rocky.
Like, I think I sent you this basic review because I just watched Creed 3 this week as well.
Yeah, fucking it needs Rocky.
And I said, it's fine. It's good. It's a functional Creed movie. But without Rocky, it's missing the heart of the movie. And they tried to replace it with another like heartfelt, dramatic moment that I won't spoil for you. But without Rocky, it's without, huh?
The movie's been out for like 6 months. It's fine. Spoil it.
His mom dies.
Yeah, good. Fuck her.
Felicia Rashad, fucking Mrs. Cosby dies.
She backs Bill Cosby still.
Yeah.
Lazy.
But it was like it just, especially even like it's not the Creeds are they're in the Rocky lineage and not Rocky movies. But even what they did, where they were trying to give Rocky cancer and all this stuff, and it's like. It was a million times done. It was done so much better and so much more heartfelt. Like it made you feel shit about a sequel to a reboot that's been shoehorned in with stunt casting because they're going to bring in Drago again.
He's getting his own series, Drago Jr.
We'll see.
That's the buzz.
Stallone is not happy about it. I don't know if you've seen his posts.
No, I don't.
Oh, Stallone is super pissed.
Why did he die in 2? Did I miss him dying in Creed 2?
No, that was just it. They were going to. I think he wanted to. I think that was a big fight with the studio because I think he wanted to kill Rocky. I think he wanted it to be that moment. I think he was also going for a fucking Oscar in that one.
Deserved.
But I think it was just decided in probably 87 different meetings that no, we can't actually kill him. So he got cancer. He kind of went into remission, kind of beat it, kind of, sort of. But it was done so much better in 2 than it was in 3.
Think about the whole trajectory of Rocky and all the franchise, the whole franchise.
Can we not think about Rocky 5? Because they made Rocky Balboa and it was a lot better done.
Yes, Rocky Balboa is better than Rocky 5. Actually, I just wrote down, Mike, next week we're ranking the Rockies.
Okay, fair enough.
And we're including Creeds in it too. We're including every Rocky franchise movie. Listen, my point is this. In 1976, Sylvester Stallone wrote, maybe probably 75 or whatever.
Tommy the Machine Gun, played by Tommy the Duke Morrison.
Yeah, who died of AIDS.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he's like one of the only straight guys to ever die of AIDS. Makes you think, was he straight?
I mean, Eazy-E might have something to say about that.
Eazy-E was... doth protest too much, as they say. If you listen to any of his post-NWA raps about Dr. Dre, he called him many slurs, gay slurs.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I was a Team Easy back then.
Are you saying a little bit of irony?
I think Eazy-E sucked a dick or two in his life and acted tough and made fun of Dre because he was the one getting plowed from behind.
Gotcha. All right.
Put it simply, Eazy-E got fucked in the ass and got AIDS and died. We all know what happened.
There you go.
Or he fucked a man in the ass because anal sex, as you know, because I'm a doctor, is where AIDS comes from. It's so, you know how hard this is.
Well, that's what 80s propaganda taught me.
No, it's not even, they've proven it, I think. Watch a Descovy commercial. Everyone's got a fucking loose asshole. There's not one straight couple and they're having vaginal sex.
Everyone has a loose asshole.
Like, think about, if you watch that commercial, it's not one, an Asian dude and a white chick, and she just has vaginal intercourse with the Asian dude and they get AIDS. It doesn't happen. Everyone's something in that commercial.
Right.
And they got a dog in a big bathtub. Straight people don't get AIDS.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it here on F Buddies.
You heard it here first.
Remember getting AIDS tests? Like you could catch AIDS, as a straight person? When I was single, I'd get the AIDS test, sure.
AIDS? But I'm no homosexual.
It's like COVID. You can't catch COVID.
Oh shit! Where the hell? Oh, okay. Did Rocky have AIDS? How are we talking about that? Oh, Tommy
Rocky
Gunn.
didn't have AIDS. Tommy Gunn. Listen. My point is this.
Yeah.
My point is this.
Yeah.
When Stallone wrote Rocky, he had to make sure he was the one who was Rocky. In fact, they didn't want to buy the movie with him being Rocky. He had to fight for it.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now, fast forward to this past year, they've written him out of the fucking franchise.
Yep. Fucked up.
That's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
This wouldn't exist. It's 47 years of entertainment.
It's super fucking weird. It's super fucking weird. Especially, and it's like, because I like Michael B. Jordan as a fucking actor, but it's like,
sure.
This whole Creed, writing out Rocky, directing the movie, he dropped the peg.
Well, I'm glad I didn't pay for his movie. You did by proxy because you have Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
I watched it on a Fire Stick. I did not watch that.
That's because you're a pirate.
I pirated that movie.
Yeah.
I don't pay for movies.
I know you don't. No, I
pay for a movie.
I saw it popped up. I was like, okay, well, you can buy Fast X or you can watch Creed for free. I'm like, I'm gonna go Creed.
It's America, Jack. It's my dick. I want to fuck. And I'm gonna my big dick, and I'm gonna.
My
fuck.
big dick. What, the state of California?
Yeah. State of California.
Jesus.
Underrated line.
Here's the thing. We don't need to rank Wahlberg movies. That one wins. Fucking Boogie Nights all day.
I think you're right, but the other guys has a place at the table.
It has a conversation. We discussed that in the Will Ferrell episode.
I did watch Step Brothers this weekend with my kid for the first time.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
She loved it. Obviously, I mean, she wanted to see it. I just wouldn't let her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little raunchy, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it's a little saucy.
Little Dale being a sexual dynamo, but it's okay. We get by it.
Got a luscious set of curls going down from my chest to my ball pubes or some shit.
Chest pubes to my fucking. Oh yeah, I forgot what it was.
Chest pubes to my ball V or something like that. A luscious V.
Yes.
Such a good fucking line.
So
anyways,
you picked Arnold. I picked Sly because of Rockies. I'm not losing. Yeah. I'm not losing Rockies. I can't lose Rockies.
All right.
And I think it comes down to what Terminator and Predator versus Rocky and Rambo. And Rambo, the First Blood Rambo, is one of the best movies ever. Watch it again. I haven't seen it in fucking 30 years.
I mean that's the obvious go-to comparisons. I'm gonna say, just looking at this list and thinking about what we're gonna talk about next. Arnold's two most rewatchables for me are Predator and Total Recall.
Mine's Predator and Running Man.
Running Man is another one.
I'll watch Running Man.
I would still put those three above the Terminators.
Yes,
as far as rewatchability.
Total Recall, I'm not as high on as you might be.
Okay,
we'll find out right now.
We will. But before we do that, let's jump in. We've been talking for a minute or two.
Bills.
Yeah. I don't have a saucy segue, so we're just going to jump right into it. But hey, speaking of saucy segues, thank you to Jimbo's famous roast beef, seafood, and pizza in Tewksbury, 616 Main Street in Tewksbury to be exact. You can hit up their website, jimbostewksbury.com to order online for pickup or delivery. Their hours of operation are Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 1 a.m., and Sundays from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Again, the website, jimbostewksbury.com. Order online for pickup or delivery. They're also on Instagram at Jimbo's Roast Beef. The Twisted Fate Brewing, which both Andy and myself are enjoying tonight. I am almost done with the I Am a Passenger. And I'm about to jump into the old 10.1%. Got to get that 0.1 in there. This could be the one. Twisted Fate Brewing is located at 120 Andover Street in Danvers, which, again, I hate that I don't live up there, so I don't get the geographical shit. But it's on 114 behind Guitar Center, right?
Yes.
Okay. There you go.
No. Next to Guitar Center, same plaza, same thing.
Next to, behind.
So you got Guitar Center.
I was so fucking close.
You got Guitar Center, Light and Leisure, Tile by design.
Isn't there a Walmart back there?
Fate. The Walmart's behind, but here's pro tip, Twisted Fate. If you park out front, you're going to walk by all those businesses and down 114 like a fucking degenerate.
Mm-hmm.
Out back, there's a back door. And in that back door has a grassy wall with a neon sign, which is a great place to chug a beer or take a picture.
There you go. And, of course, once again, for your GPS needs, that is 120 Andover Street in Danvers. The taproom hours are closed Monday through Wednesday, Thursday, 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. Friday, the same hours, 2 to 9. Saturdays, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sundays, noon to 7. And if you go to their website, twistedfatebrewing.com, click on the Find Our Beer. You can figure out what liquor store near you is selling Twisted Fate Brewing.
They're called Packies, by the way. Packies.
Fuck off.
Liquor store.
Liquor stores.
From Florida.
At Twisted Fate Brewing on Instagram as well. All right,
Mike. All right, here's the thing. We're doing the draft.
Yeah.
The Arnold Schwarzenegger definitive draft.
Oh, much like a touch for a rich definitive roast beef.
I've written down a number.
Yeah.
You have to decide if it's over or under 50.
Over or under 50 what?
50, this is how we decide who picks first.
Oh, you've written a number down.
I wrote a number down on my piece of paper.
42.
Over. Okay, you said under 50 then, you idiot. It's over or under, not fucking guess the number.
I mean, flip a coin, guess a number.
The number was 87, Dumbo.
All right. Oh, my God, I couldn't read your mind. I suck at life.
It's over or under 50. Just don't fucking start yelling numbers. 42, 48, fuck off. It's not Keno.
73, 12.
You would have been right if you picked 73.
I got all the numbers.
All right, I'm going first, you blood fart.
Oh, you're loving that one, aren't you?
It's
I think I got a movie named Blood Fart somewhere up here.
I joined a Facebook group about horror movies, and it's been very, very good.
Tales from Blood Fart Lake. That's what it is. Go on.
So there's a Facebook group about horror movies. I'll invite you. It's really good.
Please do.
Just basically, it's just recommendations. It's not like your typical bullshit. It's like deep in the shit horror movies.
All
right. My first pick in the Arnold Schwarzenegger definitive draft. Andy Ferg is picking Predator.
All right, I'm going to take Running Man.
You motherfucker.
How many are we doing?
5 each.
All right.
Running Man. Wait on the list. Okay, Mike. I wrote Andy Ferg for some reason. I spelled Ferg wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I spelled it Ferg boys.
It is weird when we're making our list where we put each other's names in there. It's like, I don't know. I just always feel...
Well, I want to have reference for tomorrow when I post the list.
Sure.
Fucking teaser.
All right.
But
wait. Before we do this.
Okay, here we go.
Since we established that we were expelling the Expendables in that last thing, I'm going to say you have to pick one Terminator movie. You can't choose two.
Okay, I'm picking the Terminators. Oh, one of them.
One.
Oh yeah, of course. No.
So it's like you can't have like Terminator 2 and the Terminator on the list, or God forbid Terminator 3 or Genesis or.
Hold on. So what am I? I'm picking.
So basically, in our lists, only one Terminator. So if your next pick is going to be a Terminator, you have to pick which Terminator it is, and we can't pick Terminators. The rest of them are off the list. So you're basically picking the series as a whole.
Okay, Terminator.
So that's your second pick.
Yeah, that's a stupid rule because you should pick Terminator 2 right now.
No, I'm going to take Predator.
I already took Predator.
No, you didn't.
It's my first pick. What's wrong with you?
I did shoot myself in the foot on that one. I thought I was being smart.
Let's rewind real quick. Go back in time. Your rule doesn't exist, and pick Terminator 2 right now.
Nah, I'm going to take Total Recall.
You're an idiot. Your rule doesn't exist, and taking Terminator 2.
No, you can't do that.
Fuck you. No, the rule doesn't exist. You made a rule up that.
All right, so you're just taking all the fucking. Great. Cool.
I'm taking 2 Terminators and Predator. You're doing great. You're doing really well right now.
I'm going to take True Lies.
That's a great pick right there. That was my next pick. All right, I'm taking Commando.
I'm going to take Pumpin' Iron.
Another great pick.
Where are we here?
All right,
at 3 or 4?
I'm my last pick right now.
All right.
And I'm going Twins.
That's a good one. So is this the last one?
Yeah, you have last pick.
Last pick, huh?
Do you go comedy?
I'm going Jingle All the Way.
Yes, it's on the list. It's that bad I didn't include it. You would have picked Junior too, you fucking cunt.
No. I watch Jingle All the Way every fucking Christmas. Jingle All the Way is fucking great. I don't know, Billy. I don't know what I'm talking about at this point.
All right, so let's do the list real quick. Let's list off the picks so far. This is it. The draft is over.
Let's be honest, because I've seen Last Action Hero mentioned in the comments a bunch of times. It was a fantastic soundtrack with a wildly mediocre movie attached. Even fucking Arnold admitted that one in a documentary.
End of Days, also great soundtrack.
Fantastic fucking soundtrack. What the fuck were they doing with that movie?
All right, so Andy's list, Andy's picks, what he chose. I chose. This is what I got.
You chose 2 Terminators. Doesn't count.
Yes, I sent you the list, and they're both on there.
No,
you don't do research.
I don't read your. I don't play by your rules.
Give me the fucking Expendables.
I'm kind of a fucking loner, a rebel that way.
Right, so I have Predator.
Yeah.
Terminator 1, Terminator 2, Commando, and Twins. Like, arguably his 5 best movies. And you have True Lies,
Yep.
Pumping Iron, Total Recall, Running Man, and Jingle All the Way.
Yeah.
You are officially suck.
I'm not good at this draft shit.
You could have picked the fucking Expendables or Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah, but see, my brain was already in the process that the Expendables didn't exist in this world because we were having too many goddamn conversations about fucking movies.
You reference this brain of yours that I don't think exists.
It really doesn't on Tuesday nights.
I don't think you have. Like, it's Fitzmaurice with a comment of the year.
Yeah.
Mike should have picked Copland. I don't think he's serious, but if he is, he might be that hard R we don't say anymore.
Fucking Copland is the second best Scorsese movie ever.
It's also a Schwarzenegger, a Stallone movie.
It's not a Scorsese movie either.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you.
It's basically like saying that The Last Boy Scout is the second best Die Hard movie ever.
It is, actually.
It is, exactly.
Oh, actually, no, Die Hard 3 is the second best, then Last Boy Scout, then Die Hard 2.
Die Hard 2, yeah.
Then Live Free or Die Hard if you're an asshole.
I haven't seen the whole thing.
Well, don't.
That's the one with Timothy Olyphant, right? As the gay terrorist.
Isn't Bruce Willis his son in that, or some cuck that thinks he's his son?
Everybody's his son at this point.
No, but like he's some relative of Bruce Willis in that movie, and she's not an actor. He's never been an actor since then. Well, that's how much he sucks. All right, so you picked True Lies, Mike.
I did.
That brings us to our next topic.
All right.
Listener extraordinaire and also unicorn glitter jizzer friend of mine, Billy Silvestri, asked me a question recently. I posed a question in a group chat, and it was basically, what percentage of men around our age, because that's important, have rubbed one out to Jamie Lee Curtis stripping in True Lies?
Actually rub one out.
For this purpose, I'll say gut real boned up.
Okay. That's a little different.
Because I mean,
rubbing one out, that's a little different. Like you gotta. There's a lot of rewinding involved if you're really gonna fucking go for that.
Well, I mean, if you want me to be honest, I've done it.
Okay.
I'll raise the hand.
When it's one of those things like that scene comes on, you're watching it, you're by yourself, and just all of a sudden it just casually slides over. I'm like, oh.
First of all, you watch with a purpose.
So you're going to that scene. You're like diving into YouTube and typing in Jamie Lee Curtis True Lies.
Yeah. YouTube in 1994. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, I'm sorry. You're fucking hoping it's on HBO, so you set your VCR to record.
I'm busting out the laser disc.
Fuck yeah, I actually owned it.
I'm getting there on laser disc. You know the big CDs.
I was a laser disc guy.
All right, I'm going to tell you how it happens and how easy it is. You're watching it on DVD or Laserdisc.
Yeah.
The scene comes on. One run through. I mean, Mike, I'm 25 if this movie comes out.
So you're what you're saying though is this isn't just casually watching True Lies. This is going to that scene with a purpose.
Or knowing that scene's coming, you're alone. Porn didn't exist.
That's more what I'm saying. It's like you're watching the movie and it's like, oh shit, that fucking scene's coming.
Yeah. See, it's a good movie. So the movie's coming up, you start thinking about it, which at 25, thinking about Jamie Lee Curtis's ass, all you gotta do.
If you're not quick on the trigger, you're fucking coming over some terrorists in a second.
Yeah, there's a delicate balance, and it's called finesse. Yep. Look it up. Okay. And back in the day, you had to have it. You couldn't just put on fucking YouPorn like these lucky brick kids.
You can't sit for hours on end just scrolling.
Yes, just looking at depraved shit and getting bored with it. Like, oh, I've seen too many midgets fuck today. Let's watch something else.
I'm bored. I'm
Yeah, I'm bored with these midgets who fuck. So no, you one run through, get you there.
Mm-hmm.
Go back 2 minutes.
Yep.
You can probably finish. If you can't, it's an easy button. It's just a one button. I have control of my dick and the remote. I can control both things.
Okay.
And I know how close I am. I know if I need 30 seconds, a minute. If I need a minute, I'm starting over, first of all.
I mean, no, but you're talking 1994.
Whenever you're 95, 96, whenever it was.
You at best, you needed a laser disc or you needed to own a VHS tape.
When did DVDs become popular?
97.
All right, well, that was 18. Let's go.
Really though? But by that point there was also internet.
In 97, I was looking at fucking Photoshop version of Jim Aniston's tits. It didn't exist.
Here's a fucking sidebar on that shit. Okay, yes, they're not really Jen Aniston's tits, but they are still a nice pair of tits. What the fuck is wrong with jerking off to them?
They were drawn with crayon.
Oh, well, you're dealing with fucking retards at this point.
Listen, I was in AOL group. Next week, AOL group.
Strapping on the helmet and going to fucking special class with that shit. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Listen, you ever go on the sex group chat in AOL? The 90s were fucking weird. No one knows about it.
The 90s were super fucking weird.
16-year-old, 95, dial-up internet. Go to AOL and find the chat called sex.
All of a sudden, fucking call waiting happens. You knocked me off the modem, Ma!
Here I am, my dick in my hand. My parents walk back in. Again? You catch me again? Ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Time's caught jerking off, Mike, in your life. Go.
Oh, Christ. Christ. I know.
Showgirls.
Honestly, no conscious times, but I know I've passed out with my dick in my hand on more than a few occasions.
That's just got weirder.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking like, no, when I was a kid, I was delivered back the magazine I was reading prior to my shower by my mom, which was weird. I was 16.
Wasn't a big magazine guy.
I was a magazine salesman. We've been over this, haven't we?
No, but that's a different one. Mark it down. Put a pin in it.
Yeah, magazine salesman.
Also, I find it very weird in the comments that Billy is separating words like strip, tease, and show girls. Both of those are one-word titles.
But
get your fucking shit together.
You actually have to care about dealing with the fucking autocorrect bullshit.
All right, barbed wire is a fucking 2-word title. Also, the lack of fucking nudity in barbed wire is fucking embarrassing.
Yeah, you got Pam Anderson. Take her tits out.
You got Pam Anderson, the height of fucking Playboy and fucking Baywatch, and it's like
sex tapes,
and it's like, oh, here's if you didn't say fuck as many times, here's a PG-13 movie.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. What it is.
Bullshit. Anyways,
so everybody has gotten their rocks off or come close to it or used it for boner purposes to that. I mean, middle-aged woman, Jamie Lee Curtis.
It's a fucking. I mean, she was fantastic in that movie.
I believe I think the percentage-wise is 90% of straight men. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say more. A lot of women who are now bi or lesbian discovered themselves.
Well, it was a surprising scene in that movie because it was kind of while it was an R-rated action movie, it was kind of also a light comedy type of movie, which again is covered in a documentary. Mm-hmm. But like when that scene came up, I saw it in theaters. And
did you jerk off like Pee-wee?
I did. I did. Luckily, the Revere Showcase was very cool about that shit.
They still are, actually.
Oh, they're closed. But
they still are cool about that, though.
You're just jacking off in the parking lot.
I still do.
I'm almost got one of those projector phones. You're just throwing it up on the fucking wall of the dilapidated building.
I almost died in that parking lot once. I got threatened by some drug dealers in that parking lot.
Wild Things is a good one. Oh. So Billy's just firing off all the movies he's scrapped to.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you haven't jerked off for The Grind on MTV, who are you?
Seriously, that's fine.
I mean, you could get some real skanks. If Matt Fitzmaurice says Fast Times, if you can jerk off in that 13-second window of Phoebe Cates' tits, congratulations.
Well, so here's the thing about that, because I ran a video store too in a previous life, and those tapes, no bullshit, you pop it in at that scene, it starts to wobble a bit because
covered in jizz.
Because everyone took that fucking moment and rewound and paused and rewound and paused. And it's not a fucking disc, it's actual tape. So it started to wear on that scene. And it's like, if you're just watching it straight through, all of a sudden her tits come out and the fucking screen just starts to wobble because it's been stretched so many goddamn times, like your dick or your sister's ass.
There it is. You need to go there. You had it.
Knew it. Right. So yeah. True Lies. She looked fantastic, and apparently Arnold did some politicking to get her name above the title. Good for him.
Well, he was being nice. He was trying to make sure she was equal.
Let's be honest. She fucking deserves it.
But you know, at that point, she didn't.
Really?
Name the movie between Trading Places and True Lies that you give a fuck about with Jamie Lee Curtis.
I don't know.
And if you say A Fish Called Wanda, go punch yourself in the face.
I mean, A Fish Called Wanda was a fucking excellent movie.
Yeah, why? Because it was fucking stupid.
It was fucking hilarious. It's a fucking
great. You didn't even think of it.
It's still a fucking great movie. I'll fucking watch that all fucking day. But give me 2 seconds to find her fucking shit. But go ahead.
I mean, she didn't do a movie. Like, I don't know how she was in that movie. She was perfectly cast because you needed someone that could pull off frumpy housewife, unfuckable frumpy housewife, but kind of fuckable, but also very fuckable. And she could pull it all off because she was very fuckable.
Let's see. True Lies. Okay.
Billy said beaches. Go fuck yourself.
All right. So here's the thing. So she was a thing. All right. I mean, she was the mom. She was the mom in the 2 My Girl movies, which My Girl was a hit. Yeah. The Mel Gibson one, Forever Young, was a fucking hit.
I don't remember any of those movies.
You wouldn't remember them, but I'm telling you, they were like, as far as why was she in the movie?
She was the 7th star in fucking My Girl. Great.
She was the mom.
She was behind the B.
She was the mom. Yeah, she was the B.
She was behind the B. The fucking B was a bigger star than her in that movie.
A Fish Called Wanda probably had something to do with it, as far as getting her to do comedy. But you're right. Between Trading Places and that, it was Fish Called Wanda, My Girl, Forever Young. I don't know. I saw Blue Steel. Nobody else did.
Is that the Martin Lawrence movie?
He did.
That's Blue Streak.
Blue Streak. Yeah. Basically the same fucking movie. It's just
underrated comedy. Blue Streak.
Yeah. They put him in for her, but basically the same fucking movie.
Underrated movie. You should watch Blue Streak again.
But you're not wrong, but she was also like Jamie Lee Curtis is like, she was always kind of a thing. It was like there was Halloween and then there was Trading Places, and it's like, oh, she's a thing.
Oh, she's a name.
Yeah.
But he catapulted her back to being somebody.
Oh, 100%.
Because she was in My Girl.
100%.
As the mom that no one gave a fuck about.
Yeah. But everybody wanted to fuck.
I don't even know she's in that movie. Who's mom?
I don't know which mom.
There was definitely, obviously it's Kevin's mom.
Her name was Shelley. So whichever
It's Kevin's mom. What's his name? The fucking kid who dies.
Oh, Macaulay Culkin.
Spoiler alert, Macaulay Culkin gets stung by a bee and dies because he's an idiot. Yeah. Hey, if you have a bee allergy, dodge bees.
Wasn't Dan Aykroyd in that movie too?
He's her dad.
Okay. Yeah.
They probably fucked. Yeah.
I'm sure Billy jacked off to at least one of those movies.
My Girl.
I just jumped back to fucking Facebook. The 10 Commandments. Jesus Christ, man.
That was shouting off coming. Exactly. I mean, I'd love to jerk off the Trading Places, but how the fuck do you jerk off to 10 seconds?
She's the dad's employee girlfriend. So see, she was getting fucked.
She's the mom. Good call on that one, mom.
Fuck, I don't know. I assumed she was the mom.
I
assumed.
You make an ass out of you and me.
Thank you.
And also a movie quote, and if you can get this, you get $10.
Vada? I'm trying to read Tashi's comments here. Vada? What's a Vada?
Assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups.
No, whatever. She was in the movie.
Do you know what that quote's from?
No.
Yeah, you weren't listening. Fuck off.
Assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups?
Yeah.
What was it?
I can't remember it either. I told you
you're a fucking dick. See? Don't fuck with me. I'm listening. Look, here's the thing. I have paid attention on Wicked Bites for 8 years, motherfucker. I know how to do this.
What's good? Hair plugs? Yeah. Hey,
what do you got there? All right. China Blossom. All right. Let's talk about buffets.
We are approaching 90 minutes, Michael.
All right. Then let's read some fucking ads, bro. All right. 508 Seal Coating. Thank you for sponsoring the show. 508 Seal Coating. Go to their website, 508sealcoating.com. or give them a call at 508-319-1555. Get yourself a free estimate for commercial or residential seal coating. 508 Seal Coating on Instagram as well. Lazy Dog Sports Bar of Lynn, 328A Broadway in Lynn. Their website, lazydogoflynn.com. And check the Facebook because they post daily updates for their specials. Facebook.com/The Lazy Dog of Lynn. Their food's fantastic. I would highly suggest if you've never been, or even if you have been, go there and get some Thai chili wings. They're fucking bomb.
I might go there tomorrow.
Please do.
I keep saying that, but I want to go there.
It's so fucking. Their fucking wings are just ridiculous.
I golf on Wednesdays, and I need to fill some time.
Yeah.
But like, going to Lynn and back to Peabody's a pain in the dick. But I probably should at some point.
I mean, they got beer.
I know, no, it's not about that. Well, I went to Patty Kelly's last week, and
I know you did.
The vibe was a little off.
Oh yeah.
I'm a big vibe guy.
Big vibe.
Because I bring an anti-vibe with me. I bring a bad vibe, and I need a good vibe.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, last time I was at Lazy Dog was like 3 p.m. on a Wednesday. The place was fucking hopping.
It's a busy fucking place at pretty much any time of day.
I'd go tomorrow and get Thai. If I have time, if my tea time allows, I'm going to Lazy Dog and Thai chili wings tomorrow.
There you go. And
my shop is on the same street.
If you happen to see Chris in the tiniest kitchen available, please say hi. What's up next?
Speaking of Lynn.
Sure.
Remember last year, Bentwater did a big, huge beef and beer party?
I do. We took a bunch of people to the Lazy Dog afterwards.
Yeah, we took them to the cabaret after that.
And then we took that whole bar to the cabaret afterwards.
We had quite a day. We had a lot of fun.
Good fucking day.
Yeah, you came up for that in the golf tournament. It was a big weekend for all of us. It was a good time. You were here for you. You aren't here for much. You were here for that.
I was there for that.
Because you are in Florida.
Yeah, I am.
That was we had a good time last year doing the Beef and Beer Fest. I really enjoyed doing it. Again, I received no compensation from ticket sales for promoting said party, which had over 1,000 people show up to.
Which surprised me, only because, like, from the jump, you're not just the fact that it's North Shore Beefs and you're a North Shore Beefs guy, but literally your name, like the Andy Ferg, that was your old title, your old hashtag before you changed to the North Shore Ferg, was on the promotional poster.
Not even that. It actually said my actual. It said Andy Ferg, and then had from and.
Okay, that was it. I knew your name was on it. I just assumed it
I was on the poster. The poster was everywhere. I was a featured guest. We'll call myself. Mm-hmm. The band also on the poster, I assume got paid.
I mean, I would assume so.
The roast beef shops, the ones that showed up.
Yep.
They didn't get paid to be there, but they sold out of everything. All the breweries sold out of everything. You were there when I was going to set it up.
Yes, I was.
And I don't know if you remember this moment. You may have been helping me grab stuff, but they were a little surprised I was setting up a table. So a tall blonde woman who was in charge of the event was like, "You're setting up a table?" I said, "Yeah, that's kind of a deal."
No, I was at the back getting the glasses.
Yeah, you were getting stuff because you were.
I didn't experience that.
Yeah, so she was not sure what was going on, but I was putting a table up.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a great day. I made money that day. I sold a lot of stuff.
Yeah, you did.
But if you're selling a shirt that cost you $14 for $20,
mm-hmm.
you didn't make 20. You made $6.
You made $6.
Because I've proven this already. I'm good at math. I've done this today. I'm educated.
That's why I have you the Gary Dromel reads.
That's right. Not today though. I blew it off. Mm-hmm. I was like, you figure it out, Mike. I'm busy. I'm pissing.
Words and numbers.
So. They're doing it again this year. They're doing the beef and beer party. It was a pretty
fucking not the surprising success, but I think the level of success it was fucking surprising.
Of course, to the point they're trying to find a new location, a bigger location, a better location. And I said after last year, I said I'd like to be more involved.
Sure.
That means two things. I'd like to be part of the planning, and I'd like to be more involved.
Money.
If I get people to show up to your fucking event and you're gonna make $20,000 that day, I'd like a fucking piece.
By the way, this fucking triple is goddamn delicious.
It is. I have one. I have another one coming. Actually, no. I left it upstairs. I have a blueberry bear.
This could be the one by Twisted Fate Brewing. This is God. Every one of these 10% fucking beers is just becoming my thing. Like they're fucking delicious.
It's a good thing. A long story short, I don't want to get too deep into it, but they're fucking ghosting me. They won't respond. Bentwater will not respond to me
about the coming up
about
one.
The coming up event. They're doing it. They talked to me last year about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was in part of the conversation. This year they've got a marketing company and I'm out, which I don't get because I don't think you can do it without me. Without small involvement, just involve me. I'm not asking to fucking take over your event. It's your event.
Right.
Have a little something for the effort. Like, don't.
Hey, llama.
If you're gonna if you're gonna fuck me in the ass, spit in your dick.
At the very least, maybe some jelly.
To the point, if you're eating my ass, jelly or syrup or ketchup, as we established last week.
Yes.
Furthermore, not only are they ghosting me and not even talking to me like I'm some fucking lump of shit on the side of the road. Bentwater Brewing has applied for the trademark. Let me read it so I know. They've applied for the trademark.
Oh boy.
My reading glasses on.
Oh boy.
North Shore Roast Beef and Beer Festival.
That sounds wildly similar to something you're doing in September.
Yes. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, one, they're saying fuck you, we're not paying you. It's a weird choice. You know why they got the places they got?
Yeah.
Because of me. You don't get Jamie's without me. You don't get fucking Costa to drive down from Raymond, New Hampshire to Lynn without me.
Mm-hmm.
You fucking idiots.
Now, when you say that, were you doing the legwork? You were making the calls and whatnot.
I was
greasing the wheel.
They'd reach out and ask me. I'd say, yeah, I'd do it.
So you were so you vouched for Bentwater.
Yes, I said, yeah, I'm going to be
there. You put your
awesome
name and reputation on the line for Bentwater.
I was on the fucking poster.
You were on the fucking.
Hi,
your name was legitimately on the fucking poster, by the way.
Yes, I'm the North Shore Beefs guy. I'm on the poster. I'm helping you get the places that showed up. I'm helping the places that showed up do it.
Mm.
I made money that day.
Sure.
But not the money that other people made. I was selling fucking T-shirts. Come on. And stickers. I did great. It was great. The best day in sales ever for this brand, but still paled in comparison to other people.
But here's the thing, like that part of it shouldn't change, but it's like, okay, because I understand last year was a gamble. Like you said, I think they pre-sold like only 100 tickets or something like that, right?
Yeah, and then over 1,000.
And over 1,000 people showed up. So it's like, okay, well, this fucking worked. So it's now become like, okay, a respect thing, for lack of a better term. It's like, okay, yes. Well, you can still set up your fucking table and sell your merch, but now we want you more involved in, like, they should want you involved. They sold 1,000, like they pre-sold 100. We're expecting a small turnout in a fucking parking lot, and 1,000 people crammed the place, so much so you couldn't tell where the fucking band was.
Yes, I didn't see the band. I saw people, a sea of people.
I saw fucking Al Delano dancing his ass off. That's all I saw.
I haven't.
And I don't even think there was music playing.
In his head is all. Al has music in his head at all times. Yes. And if a song they're playing is different, he doesn't like that song, it's his own head.
Love that man.
Oh, he's the greatest.
Fucking greatest.
Mike, I don't get it. What are they doing?
Why wouldn't they want it to involve you?
They're taking me for granted. And they're underestimating me, and it bothers me.
Now, to try to play devil's advocate a little bit, is it possible it's the marketing company that's not giving a shit about you because they don't know, because they're a marketing company, they might not be ingrained in the community?
Yes, 100% probably that.
And is it a new marketing company? Because I know you had dealings with their marketing people last year when we were trying to do a chug off.
Well, here's the thing. I email that message. I do everything.
Sure.
Their Instagram page. Whoever runs their Instagram page is also ignoring. The email people everyone's ignoring.
So just across the board.
I'm getting ghosted again.
Persona non grata.
I'm getting ghosted. I don't like it, and I want to be involved. And I'll tell you what I think is the problem.
Go ahead.
in response to their first lack of response, I reached out a while ago. They didn't respond. Decided to reignite a flame with the Boston Pizza Festival fellas that we talked about 3 years ago doing a beef festival.
Right.
I said, let's do it. And we chose a site in Hampton, New Hampshire, a month before the Bentwater party. Mm-hmm. So 30 days before and 40 miles away. Mm-hmm. And I think they think I'm pissing on their fucking Cheerios.
Well, aren't you kind of?
No.
Well, didn't you just now? Correct me if I heard that wrong.
Oh, yes, in response. Yes, in response.
It was in response. Like you don't want to fucking talk to me. I'm gonna go fucking do my own thing.
Okay, I'm a little spiteful, but also it's 40 miles away and 30. It's come on. What are you doing?
Well, yeah, it's
30 days and 40 miles.
It's a different state. Fuck off.
It's 1,200 units.
Also, here's the thing. Like, it's a fucking beef and beer fest. Like, I'm pretty sure everyone that's going to the beef and beer fest wants to go to a second beef and beer fest a month later.
And if it's not convenient, if you're in Lynn, if you're in southern New Hampshire, all of a sudden it's convenient for you.
Right.
People are going to go to both. It's not an either or. There'll be a small section of people who do an either or.
A smattering, if you will.
Yes. But there's going to be people at both of them.
Right.
And just don't do this to me.
Right.
Because I'm a vindictive motherfucker. You underestimate me, and I'm mad. You go behind my back and try to copyright something that is 3 of the words of my fucking thing. Mm-hmm. I'm a motherfucker. I am here on this platform right now saying I am a motherfucker. I will be a problem. I have a very large internet presence. This might sound a bit Batesy. It might. But spite and getting fucked are different than fucking and then being mad. Because Bates would fuck people and then they'd get mad at him so he'd hurt them, right? That's his thing. I'm the one getting injured right now.
Sure.
I'm taking the L and I'm fucking sick of it. I'm not the one. I've never been the one. I'm the anti-one. Just leave me alone. I don't want to be I want to be left alone. Include me. I'm the guy.
Yeah. Well, the fucked up thing about all this is you want to help.
Yes.
Like them having a bigger turnout than last year is good for everybody. And you want to help that.
I want to.
But like we've talked about with a number of different things over the past few weeks and months and so, that was like the gratis services was last year, Andy.
Last year was that's cool, let's do it.
Let me show you what I can do.
Yep.
And then next year you're going to pay me for what I can do.
Couldn't say it better myself. I lended. I lended out my services.
You did lent? You gave up something for 40 days?
I gave up nothing. I gave up zero. I lended out my services. I gave you my heart and soul.
He gave up a fee for 40 days for Christ!
I charged you nothing.
Yeah.
And I brought you everything. And the years passed.
Yeah.
I'm not asking for it all. I'm asking for a taste.
Just to wet my beak a little bit.
A little something for the effort, because this platform, as we've talked about, has 55,000 people.
Yeah.
If I'm not good at math anymore, but if 2% of them show up, that's 1,100 people.
How many people showed up to the event?
About 2% last year. Mm-hmm. 2% of 55,000 is 1,100. If 3% show up, that's more. That's 16,500.
Here's the thing.
4% is 2,200.
It would be.
I can keep going.
It would behoove them. I don't like math. It gives me a headache. It would behoove them to fucking be in business with you, not only for the reasons we've already stated, but also the fact that Columbus Day weekend has become a de facto beef weekend with the golf tournament.
Yes.
Like, almost everybody I saw at the golf tournament, I saw the next night at the thing.
It's almost like I promoted at the golf tournament. It's almost like I talked about it. Hey, see you tomorrow at the Beef and Beer Fest.
See you tomorrow at Beef and Beer. and then whoever is left, see you at the fucking cab, pal.
Yeah, Lazy Dog Cabaret. This year will probably, I'll probably hit them all again.
Well, we're gonna hit
if
we
are
are
invited.
Yeah. Well, we'll hit the Lazy Dog in the cab anyway.
I think, and this is me just spitballing right now, as I do.
Yeah.
If they choose not to involve me,
okay,
we have a really, really awesome sponsor. And I'm taking dumps on microbrewers right now in Coastal Mass and Bentwater, taking some L's. Dave at Twisted Fate is the exact opposite of, I'm going to say, them.
All right.
Dave sees the value in us, me. Dave is a friendly fella. I never feel weird about going to talk to him or picking up the check for the sponsorship.
Sure.
He gives us the beer like everyone else has given us. He texts me.
I'm appreciating it, Dave. Thank you very much.
Get this, though. The beer you have there was not included in the original case of beer that comes with the sponsorship. He texts me randomly, hey, the triple's ready. Do you want some? I show up. I get a 4-pack of triples. I get a second 4-pack of triples. I get a bunch of other beers. Dave is a generous man who has a heart and understands that this is a good relationship. I'm good for you. You're good for me. Don't fuck it up. And I'm not saying Dave will fuck it up, because if Dave's like, after this cycle is like, nah, I'm going to stop, that's not fucking anything up. That's fine. Stop if you need to.
We get it.
I'm just saying, don't wait 6 months and start fucking me.
So I'm just gonna I'm looking at things in calendars and whatnot. So Saturday is the golf tournament. Friday. Okay, even better.
The 6th and then the 7th is their party.
Friday would be the golf tournament, and Twisted Fate is open till 9 on Saturdays.
I know a guy who has a food truck.
Yeah, at least one.
I can aim him in the direction we need him to go. You can go to Lynn, you can go to Danvers. It's either way. I mean, whatever I kind of want. Look at me. I'm the captain now. I just fuck with me. Just get fuck with me. Send me. Pushing Andy. I think what happens. I've lost. I know what happened. I lost a bit of an edge. I kind of enjoy being liked. And I was so hated for so long by a lot of people. And we do this show, and Belief Place started to like me, and being liked's nice.
Being liked is very nice, but also that you gotta be true to yourself.
Being hated's fun.
Look, we've talked about the fact that I've based most of my career on what I've learned with pro wrestling, and being the heel is always more fun. We've been the heel show many times and lost many types of fucking relationships based on it.
Sponsors, relationships. We've lost a show.
Look, bottom line.
Fun fact.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fun fact to the new listeners: this show wasn't always called F Buddies.
Nope.
We were threatened with legal action.
It was called Nonsense.
Yes, and we said some things and did some things that caused that show to go away.
Yep.
Good luck finding it.
Some people. There is one left. There's one left. Tune in radio. Down and tune in.
Episodes.
But
nonsense.
But being the heel is more fun. And it was I actually want to say it was Jesse Ventura, bringing it back to the Predator Arnold talk, that in an interview once said that he enjoyed being a heel because if you're having a bad day and you're walking through an airport, you don't have to talk to the fans. You can just blow right past them when they're asking for autographs and pictures.
Yes.
Being a heel works. Live the gimmick.
Live the gimmick.
Live that gimmick. So it might be time for Andy Ferg to revive his gimmick.
We'll see. Because I can motherfuck.
Oh boy.
I can motherfuck.
I'm excited.
I mean,
ear to ear, baby. Fucking this is
toilets exist, and I have money to buy beer and dump it. I don't care.
Yeah, and you're not using toilets to pay for sex, apparently, or whatever the fuck.
Yes, I have beer. Fuck you, money, and I have opinions, and I have facts. I know things.
This sounds like one of my old rants. I love this shit.
I actually know things about some people's.
I know things. I'm smart. I'm not dumb like people say.
Neither one of these places are up to no good as far as I know. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I know some things.
Sure.
About some things.
Sure.
Maybe some of the recipes are a bit redundant. It's a big word I know. I shouldn't know because I'm a fucking Neanderthal, but I'm not a Neanderthal. And things said when you're drunk, and I'm not.
Really?
Maybe they get remembered.
Just a big dumb idiot. That's all you are.
I didn't know I was that.
Just a big dumb idiot who likes a stupid fucking sandwich and chugs beers like a fucking asshole.
It's so fun to be this moron.
Isn't it though? Here's the thing. Isn't it fun to let people think they can underestimate you?
I don't know why they do. They really think I fell ass backwards.
We did a whole show with me doing this exact rant, and it got fucking shut down because that last one was pretty goddamn good.
Yeah, if you can find the last episode of Nonsense, it's juicy.
Oof. By the way,
it's a ripe strawberry.
You can also
it's gonna stain your shirt.
You can also find it hidden on the Wicked Bites YouTube page.
Wicked Bites on YouTube has lots of juiciness. It has enough ripe strawberries.
I'm never gonna change that fucking name.
Can we reiterate that you own Wicked Bites YouTube?
YouTube.com/WickedBitesTV is the home of fucking F buddies.
Just so you know, Mike is a motherfucker as well.
Oh yeah,
Mike and motherfucker.
This show, I've said it many times, and to many people over the years, because we've actually been doing this for more than one.
This is 2.5 years.
This is the most successful spite show ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
We've been doing this for 2 years and 7 months, which is 52, 104, 28, 132 weeks, roughly. So probably 100. I mean, I don't think we've hit 100 episodes on this platform yet. Close, though.
We're getting up there. I think we're in 80. Yeah. We're in the 80s.
Yeah, so we've done like 40 something or less than 40 nonsense.
Nonsense was in the 40s and 80s.
We've skipped a couple weeks.
Yeah,
we've skipped a couple weeks. But yeah, we've done a lot of episodes. And
it was built out of spite.
Yeah, I was. We have a lot
of fun.
We do. We have a lot of fun. This is a fun thing to do.
We have a lot of fun, but we are cunts.
Oh, such cunts. I actually got a random Facebook message today, which made me happy.
Was it a
Very
dog?
few things make me happy. Yeah, it was. She had a huge one.
Oh, nice.
No, a girl with high school with, actually went to middle school, elementary school with, messaged me randomly. We're friends on Facebook. We don't talk. Like, I saw her at my reunion. We said hello, whatever. And she's like, I didn't realize you were a famous celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. And I go, what do you mean? She goes, oh, one of my coworkers was telling me about this podcast I have to listen to. And I said, oh, yeah? She goes, it was yours. I'm like, well, I guess I'm popular with a certain group of people who like that what I eat and that I say fuck a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I say fuck a lot too. I said, you'll love the show.
Oh, my God.
You're going to love the show. It's going to be great. You're going to subscribe, like, and love it all.
Is she worth me sliding into her DMs?
Married, military guy, probably not.
All right, cool.
You'll probably not. I mean,
I like to check first.
Is she attractive? Yes. Will you be shot? Likely.
Okay.
All right, we're not going to. You want to do a quick speed round?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, mac and cheese.
Fucking the food topic.
Kraft in a box over Velveeta every day of the week. Fuck off.
Here's the thing. I have never had Velveeta mac and cheese.
It's terrible.
I've never had it. I've only bought Kraft.
Kraft in a box. Go.
Yeah.
Done.
Go all day.
Seattle ice cream shop.
Let's pause for 2 seconds. Just because it's not just Kraft in a box. Because the way you made it is how you make it.
Sour cream?
No, well, the sour cream was an interesting surprise, but I meant throwing the fucking hot dogs in with the fucking boiling pasta.
Yes.
You don't pre-cook that shit. You throw the fucking hot dog. You boil the hot dogs with the fucking pasta. I also usually not only do the ketchup. Ketchup is after, but I'll put fucking hot sauce in when I'm stirring up the cheese sauce.
Hot sauce would have been a good play.
Hot sauce when I'm stirring up, ketchup to top it up. Yeah. The sour cream was interesting to take. I'm going to try that again. Go ahead.
I like that creamy. Okay. A Seattle ice cream shop outlaws the iPad spin.
which we hate.
Which we hate. Raised wages and disallowed tipping.
Mm-hmm.
Reason being, owner states the black employees were making less than white employees in tips. First of all, the owner, true American, good for her. She was like, you know what? Fuck you, pay them.
Yep.
Because I'm tired of you racist cunts giving my black chicks less money. You know what it costs to maintain a black head of hair?
A lot more.
White chicks is washing their hair.
A lot more than white.
So they're making less money and paying more for hair products. It's a broken system.
They pay more for hair.
Yeah, it's a broken system. We can't have that. Not allowed.
Yeah, no.
So bravo.
You white chicks have had it well for too long.
Yeah. Now you're sharing, you bitch. Bethany. Bethany. Yeah. Bethany's fucking pissed right now.
Listen.
But you know who's happy? LaFonda's thrilled. It's called communism. Get used to it, Bethany. You capitalist bitch.
Go on.
Matt RIfe.
Who's that?
Matt RIfe, you know who it is. Don't fucking play coy. He's that.
I didn't know until we started this discussion.
He's that very good-looking man who also does comedy that every woman in her 40s slides off their chair for. He has abs. He has dick-sucking lips. He has bedroom eyes, and he's fucking funny.
So, I posed this to you, and I had no idea who he was, legitimately. So I said Matt RIfe and put the pin. That's it. And the reason behind it was scrolling Facebook over the last few weeks. Lot of women in the fucking Facebook feed talking about how expensive. It's basically similar to, because Taylor Swift did Foxborough a few weeks ago, and tickets were outrageous, and then it moved on to how expensive Matt RIfe tickets were. Had no fucking clue. I'd never heard the name at all. Figured he was a pop singer. That's why I'd never heard of him. You reveal he's a comedian, and now I'm like, well, I like comedy, and my algorithms usually push comedy. Still no fucking idea. You continue to deep dive.
Oh, two things, Mike. First of all, you're friends on Facebook a lot of how we say cougars.
Sure.
Your Facebook feed is Cougar Central.
But I'm also friends with a lot of comedians.
Sure, but they don't talk about him.
They don't talk about him. No, but what I'm saying is, what they don't.
I'm gonna give you an example of a name that might talk about Matt RIfe.
Okay.
Just a name. Maybe a Leslie might talk about Matt RIfe.
I don't think she did, actually.
I don't think she did either, but I'm saying Leslie is the demographic that Matt RIfe is into.
Okay.
Now,
but here's the thing, because and here's why I sent you the text. They weren't talking about what he did. They were talking about how much the tickets were to go see him, and that was it. It was left completely fucking vague. That's why I didn't know what he did. And when you said comedian, it kind of surprised me. I definitely figured he was some kind of singer.
I did a deep dive.
Yeah.
I was looking for evidence to why Matt RIfe
deep
is a piece of
dive
shit.
in the abs and crevices.
Yes, just the V. I went to the V. I liked it. And I stumbled across some videos on the. Again, I didn't know who he was until last week. I saw a meme about him.
Good dick.
I didn't get the dick. I didn't go that. He does have an OnlyFans. I didn't pay for it though. I'm sure that dick is.
you didn't do the old trick of Matt RIfe nude.
I will tonight, actually. Now I'm doing it, and if I masturbate to that, him and Jamie Lee Curtis, am I bisexual?
Jesus Christ.
All right, so I find his page on Instagram, and the kid's stupidly good looking. I'm not so straight I can't recognize a man who's good looking.
Of course.
He's got fucking those stupid eyes that every bitch wants to fucking look into.
He's also probably 23, 24?
I think he's in his later 20s. But yeah, he's young. He's young, 20s. Yeah. He has dick sucking lips, like I said. Like
life hasn't given up on him yet.
He has abs for weeks. The dude is just fucking. He's Adonis.
Sure.
And I'm ready to this guy's not funny.
No.
As we've discussed,
He can't be.
Women don't know humor. Most women are idiots when it comes to humor. Yep. Most women, some women get it. I know. They watch the show. Sure. They're fucking brilliant.
They contribute.
I watch a 3-minute Instagram reel and I laugh. I said, no. Okay. I'll watch another. And I laugh.
Mm-hmm.
And he's funny.
Okay.
He does a lot of crowd work. It's not like a table stand-up where it's like punchline joke. It's crowd work.
He's a hot Rich Voss.
But he's funny. I know Rich Voss. I know,
Okay.
with his teeth. Right. With his teeth. I know. Don't insult me, Rich Voss. Right.
You balked at it, but he's mostly crowd work.
Yeah, but Rich Voss sucks. This guy is actually funny, and he's charming. Mm-hmm. Like, he doesn't come off as a douchebag. He connects with the people in the crowd.
What's a charming comedian? This is also showing why he's not showing up on my algorithm.
He's making for an appearance. I looked up. It's $300,000 for him to show up and perform.
That's fucking insane.
If you want him to just show up and stand in the corner and smile, $150.
This is a thing.
Yeah. Yes, I looked it up. How much it cost to book him? I was trying to get him to come suck my dick, but I can't afford it.
So here's
his lips are just they're.
So he's not. All right,
Mike. He is tall. He is good looking. He has abs.
But you can pay him to stand in a corner and look handsome. It's not like Bill Burr has that fucking fee.
Yes, he's a piece of shit. He's a motherfucker who shouldn't exist. How does he exist?
This is the problem.
Something wrong.
This is the problem. This is the problem. Fuck.
He shouldn't exist.
$100,000 to stand in a corner.
These people
and do nothing.
I've come up with the answer.
I fucking hate TikTok.
Here it is.
I fucking hate TikTok.
He's from MTV also, by the way.
Oh, wait. Well, fuck MTV too.
He was on that Nick Cannon Wild 'N Out show with those fucking wannabe black people. I can't say the word anymore.
Yeah.
The word.
Yeah. We all know the word.
I wouldn't ever say the word in the 2000s, but in the 90s, it was
said.
It was the word.
It's the word.
Not the N word, obviously.
The bird is the word. There you go.
It became with a W, and it rhymed with the N word. I wouldn't say one of them, of course.
Oh, you're a poet and didn't know it.
So here's my solution or answer. 3 things. Mm-hmm. 1, he's not real. He's a bot.
He's not what?
He's a robot. He's a robot. He's not real. He doesn't exist.
Oh, okay.
Made in the lab. He's like one of those people from fucking that HBO show about Western things.
South Park fucking did an episode of Funny Bot where it was the greatest comedian ever and ended up murdering everybody.
Okay, that's one possibility.
All right. So he's a Westworld bot.
Yes. 2, he's gay.
Okay, fine. Could be.
That would be a big secret because his whole gimmick is gone.
Could be.
Because he flirts the entire time with the audience. He flirts with middle-aged women.
I don't want to go to a fucking comedy show like that.
You wouldn't. You're not invited. It's like going to fucking.
You're not invited.
It's like going to the male encounter, but they're funny.
I'm not invited to spend $300 on a fucking ticket.
All right, so it's either bot or gay.
Okay.
Option 3.
Yeah.
Child molester.
I mean, best case scenario.
He can't exist. He has to go away. We can't have this. My wife is not the hugest fan of the ripped up, oiled up. I mean, obviously to look at, she loves it, but like in real life, she knows like that's stupid. That person's at the gym 27 hours a day.
Wait a minute. So the woman that married you,
yeah, of course,
is not into rippled abs and buff guys.
Listen, 20-something years ago, I was in shape.
We all were, pal.
I married her then.
Yeah. I was 100 pounds lighter.
I made that meme. I didn't make that. I shared that meme that Bert Kreischer made.
So, okay. So you bring that up. I had seen that a couple times before we even had the conversation about him. Had no idea that was him. I thought he just Googled fucking hot model and put it on there as like a thing. And then I saw it on your page and put 2 and 2 together. I'm like, that's the fucking guy?
So, yeah, the meme Mike's talking about is a picture of Bert Kreischer, who's obviously fat and proud of it, taking his shirt off on stage.
I believe the kids call it dad bod.
No, he doesn't have a dad bod. He's fat.
Okay, fair enough.
I used to have a dad bod, too, and I'm fat.
I don't know what constitutes that.
You don't have a dad bod. You're fat.
I'm fat. Yeah.
Yeah, we're fat. We're obese.
We call it that. Yeah.
30 pounds. We need to lose 30 pounds. Next, side by side with
Tell
Matt
the broad
Rife.
calling me daddy.
Which one? Side by side with Matt Rife wearing overalls and the abs are out and the V's out. And he's making that.
It's a model photo. It's Marky Mark dropping his fucking drawers for Calvin Klein.
Literally Marky Mark. He's like Marky Mark, but better looking.
He's Marky Mark, but he can sing.
But he has chick lips. No, he's funny. He has chick lips though. And I don't know.
That's a thing now.
I need him to. I can't live in a world where Matt Rife exists. Because being funny is easy. Being good looking is hard. You can't have both. And if you're good looking, you can't.
Can we outlaw
funny.
Matt Rife? Can we just can we ban him from existence?
We need to get him canceled. We got to figure it out. Are they still canceling people?
I mean, we can cancel him, can't we?
We know people who can say things.
I think if we cancel him, we'll get canceled by retconning.
I'm pretty sure we're uncancelable because we just do what we want and say what we want. And
that is the basis of this show, actually. Uncancelable.
I feel like we should have named the podcast Uncancelable.
Well, when we get sued, we'll do that.
Yeah, next name, Uncancelable. There's only a handful of people left uncancelable.
That'll finally get us on that old Kumia network.
Most of those people are famous.
Holy shit, don't follow him on Twitter. He's so angry now.
I don't follow him on Twitter anymore.
God.
I left Anthony's world a long time ago.
Oh my God. I love Anthony, but not the person.
All right, Matt Rife can die. Next topic.
Next topic. Go ahead.
I reached out to Beetlejuice, not the Michael Keaton actor, not the character Beetlejuice.
I was so upset.
The little black man who's got a bit of a down situation going on.
There was literally like a 4-second excitement, deep depression moment.
I would say Mr. Mom first of all, or Batman.
You said you got Beetlejuice for the golf tournament. I'm like, motherfucking Michael Keaton. Andy Ferg is coming up in the world.
I said I reached Werg.
Werg. I said Werg, actually. W-O-R-G as opposed to world.
I reached out to Beetlejuice.
The old Howard Stern whackpacker.
Yes, who I love. He's making a huge comeback on Instagram right now. People using his audio and his video.
That meme that you love.
Yeah, what are you doing?
GIF, meme. Yeah, what do you do?
Nothing. Just hanging around. If you listen to the whole thing, there's more.
Oh?
He goes, you still drinking? Nah. Want to get a beer? Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Sitting around the house like I always does.
Fucking awesome.
Beetlejuice is I didn't like him on Howard Stern. I love him now.
Yeah.
Because he's just this sad little man. And I wanted to have him come to the golf tournament and hire him. And Harambe, D-Fran.
Here's the thing. You said, you didn't tell me the whole story. I don't know no, because you followed up. So you're kind of a cunt about this type of thing where you'll send a text, get me all excited, and then in the next text be like, oh, by the way, your dreams are crushed.
I reached out to Beetlejuice for the golf tournament.
Because all I'm picturing is him in Festa.
Long pause. He said no.
Well, so you said I reached out for the golf tournament like Michael Keaton.
No, not Michael Keaton, not Batman.
No, the other one. He said no. But it's like, oh my God, him and Festa would have been better than Festa and the girls.
So I'll give you the backstory. D-Fran, a.k.a. Harambe, is reaching out to Beetlejuice's manager on Instagram.
For what?
He wanted to just have Mike wanted to hire him, like fucking send him a cameo or do something. Mike's a fan too.
He wanted him to just be a friend.
We love Beat.
Hang out with us, be a friend.
Whatever, anything.
Please,
anything.
Please.
Wish me happy birthday. Doesn't matter. And the guy wasn't responding to Mike, and Mike's thinking that you could use Instagram to find people. You can't, especially business people.
Well, you can find how to find them.
I went to Bobby, whatever his last name's Instagram. Mm-hmm. I clicked the link tree. I clicked the website. I clicked the contact us button. Yep. Up popped an email, a AOL thing, whatever the fuck that was, and a phone number. I called the number. Why wouldn't I?
Made a phone call.
2 rings in. Bobby answers. Yeah, Bobby answers. Beetlejuice's manager answers me 2 rings in. Not because of me, because that's how you get a hold of people.
Of course he did.
Call the number.
He can't be a busy guy.
Turned out Beat is not doing public appearances. He's not traveling.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, well, I still want to support Beat in any way I can because I love him.
Yep.
Can I get a cameo? I'll send him money. He'll make a video for me. Nope.
Not even that.
Doing nothing.
I unfortunately feel like there's an announcement coming.
Future rest in peace, Beetlejuice. I'll miss you, pal.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Can't even do a cell phone video. Jesus, you can get Schwarzenegger to do a cameo.
Yeah. You want to do ads real quick so I can piss my pants?
I'm gonna piss my pants too. You want to just wrap the fucking show up? Are we done?
Yeah. Let's just. We're gonna blow off word of the week this week because I'm gonna piss my pants.
No. Go ahead. I'll do word of the week.
All
right. So last week, word of the week was listener submitted. Thank you, Leslie. And it was Dirty Leslie, Dirty Mike, and we read off both of them. Well, the next day, I got a message that she forgot that she sent those. So she's like, all right, well, at least let me double down with a Dirty Andy. Thank you. Because this one couldn't have been better. A Dirty Andy is our word of the week. And a Dirty Andy is the act of shooting a bamboo shoot up a man's penis hole while being manually stimulated by a water buffalo, and an alpaca provides lubrication via spit to the background music of Huey Lewis and the fucking news. And in context, I gave Tyson a Dirty Andy last night, and he ruined my curtains. Would you like me to repeat it, Andy?
I have it written here, and it's disgusting. Fuck Tyson and fuck my curtains.
And real you will quick. Never be... Do you like Huey Lewis in the news?
Real quick,
yeah.
Mike.
Yeah.
My cunt of the week.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you actually have one. My you know what?
Do yours first?
Cunt of the week.
I try to live my life every day. Keep out of strife, come what may. I try to do unto others as I'd have them do to me. But it can't be done for everyone, and now it's plain to see. You are a cunt, 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 cunt. A big fat stinking cunt. Say it ain't true, but he'll tell you you're a motherfucking cunt. You are a cunt, 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 cunt. Motherfucking cunt. Everybody knows from your head to toes you're a big fat stinking cunt.
Mine is people that just fucking hate dogs and have a problem with dogs and are just fucking assholes to dogs. Like, if you don't like a fucking dog, I saw a fucking article about a fucking cunt that wanted to fucking kill a dog, and it's like, it just fucking really angered me. It was like, fuck you. Fucking dogs are awesome. Dogs are literally our best friend. They love us unconditionally. So fuck you if you fucking hate dogs. Go on, Andy.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's a Yorkie. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, his fucking what were those? Those ponies? Like donkeys? Donkeys? Holy shit, that was fucking awesome. But yes, he also has a fucking Yorkie that reads like his scripts with him.
Just like me. My cunt of the week is very simple. I'll be quick and brief.
Yeah.
I have a boat. I use that boat to pull my daughter around the lake.
I got a boat, motherfucker!
I tow my daughter around the lake on a tube.
Yes, you do.
On the boat.
We've seen it.
She loves it. I love it. It's a nice thing we do. She's 16. Those days are running out soon.
Sure.
Okay. Some person who's fishing on the beach near my boat, near my dock, cast their line poorly. Landed their line in my boat onto the tube I used to tow my daughter, which punctured the tube, deflated it. And I was gone for the week. I didn't see. I haven't been in 2 weeks up in Maine.
Oh, I thought this all happened in the moment, as if you were pulling your daughter in a fucking tube.
Somebody.
I was very curious why this was like not texted to me fucking from a police station, because yeah, I assumed you were, at the very least, you were out on the lake, and he punctured the tube. Especially when you, first of all, I thought it had something to do with towing trailers and stuff like that. I just saw punctured.
You need to drink less and read more.
Exactly. Fucking 100%. I'm going to work on that, coach.
Yes, you start reading. Some person from the beach did a surf cast, and I understand why they were casting near my boat.
What's a surf cast?
You cast from the beach.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck
up.
The
beach and cast.
Shut the fuck
and
up.
The fish are under the boats in the dock.
Oh, you guys are so.
That's where they are. And I'm a white cunt.
Oh, you're so fucking white.
Like, I am the reason everyone hates white people.
I'm glad I add that urban diversity to this fucking show, because you were fucking white.
You're almost Italian.
Look, my great grandmother was Sicilian, and never mind.
She was a Moor. And the Moors then came and raped your great grandmother.
Watch True Romance and figure out.
With their big black dicks.
There you go.
Which explains why you don't have blonde hair and blue eyes anymore.
No.
You see, I can't go any further.
I was seeing, because we are uncancelable apparently, but let's see if we can push that fucking limit.
After you see, Dennis Hopper gets a little blue.
What do you mean, you people, huh?
Yeah. So anyway, some asshole cast their line into my boat, landed on my fucking kid's tube, and deflated the fucking thing. And instead of being a human and like leaving a note or like whatever, they cut their line and walked away.
Cut the line.
They cut the line because you couldn't fucking. They cut it. It's gone.
All right. Do you have any idea who this was?
Yes.
Are you going to go over him and make sure he gives you
this person? This great American, is my cunt of the week.
Are you going to go over to his cottage or his cabin, whatever the fuck you guys have in Maine, and
I'm gonna ask
and make sure he gives you the $29.95 that it costs to put fucking a tube in the water?
Yeah, those Airhead tubes, they cost $30.
What, was I right? Is it really $30 fucking dollars?
No.
Oh, okay. I have no fucking...
They're like
dude, I have no idea. I'm picturing a fucking tube you go sledding on. I have no fucking idea.
It's like $200.
Okay, this is information that is needed for context, because to the layman who aren't boat people, I'm picturing the fucking inner tube that you sled down fucking a mountain on. It costs $30 fucking bucks at Walmart. Okay, if it's $200, that's a little bit more of a thing. That's a worthwhile cunt of the week.
I have to spend $200 to give my child the experience of being towed by her father and almost dying.
No, I get that now. Yeah.
Now we have to. We almost kill her every week on that thing.
Yeah, I get that now.
We play a game. Can I dump my daughter and not kill her? That's the game.
How big is this thing?
I don't know. 6 feet around? Sure. I don't fucking know. It's a tube.
Do you fit on it?
Yeah, I have been on. Yeah, I almost died in that thing once. It's a big tube.
It sounds like everybody almost dies.
It's got handles. Well, I'm in charge of people's lives. And I choose how they die and if they die.
How's it fastened to the boat?
A rope.
Do you do
a rope?
You do some of those some slip knot or something?
No, it has an apparatus on the boat and apparatus on the tube, and there's two loops at the end, and you hook them in.
You do a Balmer knot?
No, it's a sheep shank.
Sheep shank. Okay.
It's a sheep shank.
Now we're getting into some fucking shit.
Jaws reference. All right, I'm going upstairs. Go fuck yourself.
All right, we'll see you next Tuesday.